Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my people, I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Biafrans, join me today and let us continue. Today is just one day after Onyendu was committed to life sentence, wrongful imprisonment, and wrongful decision, wrongful legal application. Join me from wherever you are, wonderful Biafrans, and let us continue. Ndị be anyị ekenekwa m unu, ekene m nwoke, ekene nwanyị. Ụmụ Biafra, ọ ga-adịla anyị mma. Biko gbakọtanụ, maka na ife anyị ga-ekwu erika, and ọ dị mma mmadụ na-ekwu okwu nwere onye na-ege ntị. Ya ndị be anyị, unu ga-adị njikelu na ndị unu na fa na-anụ ọgụ, fa dey give up. Fa na-use everything dị available to them. So anyị nwa ga-adị njikelu. Kịta abụrụ oge ibe akwa, ọ bụrụ oge iju anya oyi, ọ bụrụkwa n'oge ịkọ akụkọ. Ife kịta bụ action. Nigeria ama enweta obi aṅụrị afachọ n'ebe anyị nọ, tụmadịkwa ndị ofe mmanụ, ndị Yoruba. Etu niile ndị ofe mmanụ si enyelu ndị Fulani aka iji na-akpagbu anyị, ọ dị very clear now. So my people, join me and let us continue. Ọ bụrụ ndị be anyị fasi n'ugo ebelugo na mgbagbu. So ana m ekpe ekpele na-ayọkwa Chineke bi n'igwe, Chukwu okike abịama, ka o dobe onye ọbụla ndụ, o dobe nwoke ndụ, dobe nwanyị ndụ. Na obi aṅụrị dị m bụ na fa egburu onye ndu egbu, fasịrọkwanụ ka egbuo ya. Maka na this law faji wee kpee onye ndu ikpe nwelu two things. Ofu bụ ịkọndem mmadụ to death, nke ọzọ bụ ịkọmiti to life sentence. So ebe fa choose this road, anyị ka nwere ụzọ anyị ga-esi wee jide fa. Anyị nwekwa ụzọ anyị ga-eji wee follow fa. Geenụ ntị ka unu nụ ife onye ọkaikpe onye ndu kwuo, ka unu wee malụ na anyị na fa ga na-emie. Kịta abụrụ oge akwa, because anyị nọdụ na-ebe akwa bụrụ inyefa nkasi obi. Fa na-aṅụli na fa enwetego anyị ma na-asị,
everybody calm down. We are filing our notice appeal tomorrow. And be rest assured, the judgment is going to be set aside, because this is not judgment at all. If you are doubting me, I will get the cities of the judgment tomorrow. I will give it to you and the record of proceedings. You will now discover that the judge left what issues that we raise. He left everything that we are talking about and be writing another thing. So that judgment, it was predicated on anger. It just Mazin and Carlo has insulted me. I will show him that I'm a judge. That's all. That's all. It's not predicated on law at all. A matter that was not investigated. The judge, you rejected the statement of Mazin and Carlo, the DSS wanted to tender. Now, if a matter that was not investigated, there was no statement, there was no investigation report, on what basis are you giving judgment? Issues of the whole Mazin and Carlo, you did not even address it. You are talking about Britain, British High Commission, bombing American Embassy. All those things doesn't make sense at all. We are finding our appeal tomorrow. We are going to set it aside. Let everybody calm down. Thank you and God bless you.
Yes, my people. Unu mana oge anyị aka eti mkpu, oge anyị aka eme mkpọtụ bụ oge ejidere onye ndu. Nigeria wee yuzuo Ejiofọ na-asị unu calm down, calm down. Oge anwa Fulani anọrọ n'ime ọfịa etufasi wee nọdụ kịta. So onye mena mkpọtụ, enwelu a better way anyị ga-eji wee mee ya bụ mkpọtụ. And that way is nothing but our donation maka na Biafra agbachiro nkịtị. O nwere ụzọ Biafra si anụ nya bụ ọgụ. O nwere ụzọ anyị si anụ nya bụ ọgụ. And anyị achọrọ ka ndị Yoruba na-asọpọtụ ndị Fulani ka fa jee na-aṅụlị na fa emetụtago anyị. Maka na onye ọbụla tinyere onye ndu na life imprisonment, ọ dị whole Biafra ka ọ na-etinye. So ọ bara ulu that na anyị na-abịa ịnụ ọgụ. Onye ndu, onwe music a unu na full picture here. The music is I did not jump bail. I'm already dead. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. Nigeria, obey your own court order. Or if this music unu na full here na-ekwu. And or if bụ okwu onye ndu. That he is dead already. Even onye ndu si, they have kept me 5 years, which is 10 years according to the law. That they have kept me 5 years. Another year will not do anything to me. Onye ndi all the ready. All manafa gave me for family yesterday. James Omotosho have actually shown na Fanwabu Yoruba dị njikere iso Fulani wee kwatuo Biafrans. But anya ga-ekwe? Are we going to allow them to get that satisfaction? The answer is no. The only way we are going to get back at them be ime ife anyị na-eme wee nwete Biafra, because na this song onye ndu si, I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. So ọ bụ na anyị chọọ resurrect onye ndu, ka anyị tụba ego. Ka anyị tụba ego. Nekwanụ the website ebe a, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, all in small letter, and government is spelled in full, government.org. That's the only thing onye ndu kwu na this music that we are going to give him. Kita abụrụ oge emotion, no. Maka na ndị anyị na fa na-anụ ọgụ, fe nwero human feelings, fa mara ife a na-akpọ emotion. So let us fight them with our own donation. Another thing ga-eme ka unu wee malụ that na the whole world now watches Nigeria and is Nigeria watches Nigeria. The world watches Nigeria, I beg your pardon. And they know what is going on. Yesterday, America had a hearing, Congress hearing in America, Washington, D.C. Let us play what one of the men said.
Nigeria's Court of Appeal is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health.
So America is noting all these.
And recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population.
He said that Nigeria is a country of great potential, but that potential has been choked out by their terrorism potentials. Terrorism. Ndị be anyị ekenekwa m unu ọzọ. The tension is so high. The tension is so high. But I will tell my people, onye ma na onye ilo gị, onwere ife onye anwa ga-eme any longer ka o wute gị. Anyị tosili iwe iwe. Anyị tosili ịdị angry. Yes, because in that country, Biafrans we have never received any fair treatment. So what Omotosho did yesterday is nothing but a continuous way of showing us that they don't love us. If I game, anyị mee, when somebody is daring your resolve, what do? Just keep calm. maka na o nwere inu ndị Igbo na-atụ asị na egbe bịa bulu nwa ọkụkọ tie kwakwakwa, nne egbe si egbe nya bulu gaba na nke a tilu mkpu na o nwere ife ọ ga-eme maka na o bulu nwa ọbọgwụ bụ dọk n'onu oyibo. O bulu nwa ọbọgwụ tụgharịa wee nesi anya gba ya nkịtị, o wee jee drọpụọ ya si mba na onye nke enwere ife okwu na ike adịrị ya na ya mara ife dị ya n'obi. Ọ ife nchọ ka unu mee n'okwu onye ndu a, maka na kọọsụ m na-enweta yesterday at the midnight early this morning. Unu mana my number dị displayed here, so o nwere onye ga-adị surprised na m na-enweta that type of call. They believed that because of this breji na mụ bụ one of those so ndị Biafra na-arụ ọrụ, and because na m na-eme media program oge ọbụla, fa believe ka fa jụọ m ka fa mara ife fa ga-anụ from me. And the only thing m ga-agwa unu bụ ife onye ọbụla na-ekwu. Ọkwa ifu this time calm ọnụ down. Oge anyị aka eme mkpọtụ bụ oge ejidere onye ndu n'izizi maka ife ọ gwara anyị wee si anyị na Nigeria gọọmenti mekata jide anyị bụ ọnọ Nigeria down. Ejiofọ bụ sabotua, ọkwa sabotua ntị ike etiti ndị Fulani na gọvanọ na ndị DOS ka Ejiofọ kwụrụ ya that time. Ejiofọ wee si onye ọbụla nya calm down, o si onye ọbụla calm down. At that time ka unu wee malụ na Fulani anọrọ na our bushes that time etufa si nọdụ kịta wee na-eche ka agbagbusie ndị be anyị. Anyị achọrọ ya. Onye ndu will not even like it. So this time around ka anyị mee ka ọbọgwụ bụ dọk. Ọbọgwụ ka egbe bulu nwa ya, o nesi anya, o nwere ife ọ gwara egbe, o tiro dị mkpu ka ọkụkọ, o tiro mkpu. Egbe wee jee drọpụọ nwa ọbọgwụ. Ndị Yoruba na ndị Fulani kịta ka anyị ga-egosi fa n'obi ka dimkpa ji eme ife. So let nobody go crying or looking weak. This music mkpọrọ of Onyendu where he said, I did not jump bail. Also there, I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. And how do we do it? Because Onyendu said that he will not disappoint us. That's why he is still there. Because Onyendu enwetego numerous offers that he rejected, showing that he will not ready to disappoint us. The only way we will not disappoint him is to bring our Ejema and Eje, to bring that Biafra. Osiniadi dead already. If you listen to that music very well, he said, I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect him is Biafra. So for us to give him that resurrection, we have to bring Biafra. And how do we bring Biafra? By donating. Today bụ Friday. Echi bụ our mega funding. Let us show the Fulanis and all their allies that we are coming. They won't know what is in our mind. Detaining Onyendu and James Omotosho, a Yoruba man, giving Onyendu life imprisonment is just testing our resolve. And what will that our resolve be? Going back quietly, donate like crazy, angrily. Let us show our pain of what is happening to us on our donation tomorrow. My people, that's the only thing I will tell you. Because in this video, this American congressman, you all know him when he took picture with our APM. He said this on a hearing that took place yesterday in America. Let me play the video once more so that you will hear what he said. before I go to what we have to deliberate on today.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release.
So you people, you are following what this congressman is saying, that in 2022, 3 judges in the High Court shut down all charges against him, saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released and be returned to Kenya where they abducted him. But Nigeria government did not listen. What does that show you? That Nigeria does not comply with any rule of law. So you should not be shocked or surprised or be weak-minded over what they did yesterday. Nigeria is nothing but Fulani and their allies. They are the ones we are fighting. All their allies, you know. Fulanis are very few in number, and the Yorubas were meant to support them. When the British came in 1940s, they handed Yoruba to support Fulani, and they are doing it till yesterday, and they are ready to continue doing it. So what are we going to do? Shout, cry, and give them the satisfaction? The answer is no. My brother Leko, I don't know whether you are a Yoruba man or an Igbo man, because you always write Igbo correctly and fluently. If you are a Yoruba man, talk to your people. Talk to your people, because what goes round comes around. You remember in 1966, when they started killing Biafrans in the north, they were running back. The Plateau and Benue people will kill them. Ojukwu told Jack, which is Gowon, you see what your people are doing to my people, they will pay. One nice Yoruba man told Shomolu, Ile Alejo, the houses of visitors that you are destroying in Lagos, that God will come for vengeance. God will come for vengeance. Stop demolishing Igbo houses in Lagos. And Shomolu was used. Watch Shomolu in the next 5 years. Watch his family in the next 5 years. He will pay to the last. He will pay. We Biafrans, you make a lot of allegations against us. We are not bad people, but you call us bad. We are developers, you call us destruction. Recently, Prelate Ayodele came out and said that Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. He never mentioned the Fulanis. Whereas Fulanis are in Kwara State. even in the churches, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, buying people. They don't count it. Now, a Yoruba man is used again. Obasanjo was the one who brought Sharia and gave them power to hold two different judiciary in one country. Obasanjo was the one who told Philip Effiong during the war that no victor, no vanquish. What have Igbo people done to Yorubas to deserve all this? Awolowo was the one who gave Biafrans 20 pounds when he was the accountant general. Yesterday, Omotosho, he placed the icing very, very well on the cake by giving an innocent man life jail. Omotosho doesn't see Gumi. Omotosho doesn't know the participation of Malami. He doesn't know the participation of El Rufai. He doesn't know the participation of former governor of Borno State, which is now the vice president. All the flimsy excuses, because what Omotosho did yesterday was what the Fulanis told him to do. How can a whole judge ignore his status, his integrity as a professional judge, as somebody who is supposed to be a law lord, a justice that should be done to an innocent man? Omotosho sat on it and pronounced life sentence. Yes, it could be appealed, but the mere fact that Omotosho did what he did, just like this Tinubu used 5 judges, another Yoruba man. Because Tinubu, you people, you all know that he's a Gambian, but Yorubas are claiming him. Because whenever you people are in the position, every ministry, from top to bottom, will be Yoruba person. They have used Musa, dropped Musa, and used the Yoruba man to place there. Now I heard that what they are planning to do again is to start conscripting Igbo boys into Nigerian army. Yoruba, look well, oh, think well, oh, reason well, oh. Because what is happening today in Benue is nothing but a repercussion. When you kill your brother's blood, when you stain your hand with your brother's blood, you are not running too far. No matter where you are, God is everywhere. Time is coming. But you see this life sentence, let us see how it plays out. Because this man here, yesterday, just yesterday was 20th of November 2025, they held this meeting. And during the hearing, he was making this pronouncement, saying how Onyendu represented himself, how they were keeping him even when he is sick. Yorubas, your fight with Biafrans, we will use sense. We will use sense. So Biafrans, the only thing Onyendu said in this music that I played, he said, I did not jump bail. I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. Biafrans, Onyendu have not disappointed us. Are we going to disappoint him? And the answer is no. The only way you people will make Onyendu proud is by coming in tomorrow, that is our mega fundraising, to donate so that we will give him that Biafra, to resurrect him. Because Nigeria can never kill Onyendu. If they did not kill him in Kenya, they will never kill him. Onyendu he wasn't meant to die. He will live to see this very Biafra. That's the only thing that will resurrect him. So, my fellow Biafrans, we should try and do the needful. That's the only thing that will resurrect Onyendu. That's the only thing. Biafrans, yesterday our APM was in that hearing in US at Washington. And he came also yesterday to talk to Biafrans. Let us go to that very program now.
James, and I want to thank him. February 2024, he had a very important hearing on Nigeria and other advocacy throughout that time. So, the floor is yours.
So, my people, I'm saying hello once more to all of you. Thank you for joining me from Chukwudi, Alondo, and Leko, Uchenna, and Diego. Ndewonu. Ndewonu Biafrans. I appreciate all of you. This was the program that our information minister held yesterday, and what's his name? Our APM also came and spoke to Biafrans at the middle of this program. So let us listen to it and hear what he said.
For your leadership and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. Psalms 96:14 asks, who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers?
Hello, Amaka Ndewo.
Nigeria is facing one of the gravest religious freedom crises in the world. As the former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I have visited and have seen firsthand the direness of the conditions in what is now the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea.
So, if you are not hearing what this man is saying, please, if you get mebo, if on just know it is the same one that I played for you. Let me play it again. It is this same video.
Is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement in deteriorating health and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement.
Yes. So, Biafrans, When you are listening to this very one, it is the same video and the same person. So it was louder when I play it alone. When you are listening to it from our information minister's platform, it is a very, very low in sound.
Help for the widow's son still echoes to personal invitation for your leadership and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. Psalms looking the other way when groups are
issues, lifestyle, who owns land, who is the herder, et cetera, et cetera. They want to emphasize that those are the key drivers, and that they're the key drivers of everything but religion. And I and many others, and I'm not just talking about those of us on this committee or Americans, I'm talking about religious leaders in Nigeria, believe religion is one of, if not the main driver of targeted violence right now. We just heard from Bishop Anagbe. A week and a half ago, I talked to President Magaji. President Magaji is the president of my own, he's the Nigerian president of my own faith sect, the Christian Reformed Church. We have 400,000, mostly from a Dutch background, 400,000 participants and members here in North America between the United States and Canada. We have 500,000 in Nigeria. We're essentially an African church that happens to be headquartered in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I want to ask this question, because this seems to be sort of part of the central argument. Well, this isn't necessary. Well, certainly the Trump administration believed it was necessary the first go around. And I want to ask this question. Did Muslims, anyone being terrorized by these radicalized Islamists in Nigeria, and we've got the Tinubu government sitting back and not doing enough? And I recently just was interviewed by Nigerian television, Arise TV. And that was really their question. Is the Tinubu government doing enough? And I had to answer, no, they are not. And I do not understand.
He's saying that Tinubu's government is not doing enough. They are not doing anything at all. Tinubu is just there to recover the money he spent during the time he supported Buhari. Buhari said that he has no money, but he wanted Jonathan to get out of the office so that they will start doing this thing that they are doing now. That was why Buhari came in. In the middle of it, God pied him, and he left. Nigeria started hiding it, and Onyendu was telling us that that young man there is only wearing a mask, that is not Buhari. Yes. So, exactly, my sister. He said genuine Biafrans, we are like an orphan, but God dey. Exactly. Onye bekwana akwa ife a na-eme n'ebe onye ndu nọ. We are on a very high altitude. Now, God is turning the bearing of the movement of Biafra. If our family yesterday, that's all they can do. That's all they can do. But we have a lot to do. Donate, donate, donate. Ọ bụrụgodu na ide donate before, bido kita donate be. Onye ndu si, I am dead already. The only thing that can revive me is Biafra. And anyị nwa bụ ndị anọrọ n'ime. That's the only thing we have to do. Anyị asịrọkwa mmadụ jee zuo oshi o. But onwere onye nọ ndụ enwero ife ọ ga-eli. Ịmara ife ahụ ị ga-eli kee ya into two. Nye one to this Breji government. Ga-enwetala unu Biafra. Maka na ife niile a na-eje, all this hearing a na-eje, ọ maka ifi Biafra. Maka na otego ndị Fulani gbubelu Christians. ọsọsọ kịta breji mebelu mkpọtụ ka Amerịka ji wee gebe ntị. Ndị ọcha ada achọ ịma ife na-eme n'Afrịka, ọ gbasara ọfa. But why fa ji ekwu okwu kịta? Ọ maka donation unu. Maka donation unu na-aga very far, therefore you don't have to stop. O nwere ife ọzọ m ga-agwa anybody now. Onye ndu mana fa ga-eme this thing fa mee. That's why o ji wee sị ka ya were aka ya represent be onwe, ka ya wee ghazie Nigeria judiciary, ka ya wee ghafa that stone n'iru. And they have done their worst. They have done their worst. Onwere onye gasị that he did not expect this, because your enemy cannot give you justice. Anybody you say, I am no longer working with you, will not make it easy for you. I am happy no broad death sentence kafa pronounce, because that Terrorism Prevention Act of 2011, amended by the one they enacted in 2013, also amended it again in 2022. The penalty that it carries is either death sentence or what is it called? Either death sentence or life imprisonment. And they have done their worst. Good morning, Victor Nwanemdewo. I can see that Tutor is on space, and I love it. Anyị niile ga-strategize. Ụfọdụ ga-anọdụ on space, anyị nwa anọdụ here with video evidence of what is going on. Let nobody cry again. Let nobody show anger. That is what the Yorubas that are supporting Fulanis, that's what they want to hear. Because it's not all Yorubas that are supporting what the other Yorubas are doing. Even in Biafra land, it's not every Biafran that is supporting what we are doing. Ijele is a Biafran. Ijele used to be in Turkey, supporting Onyendu, working with Onyendu, and he later left. But before leaving, he told Onyendu that if he leaves Biafra, let God kill him and his family. We are still waiting. Even Ngenona, South Africa, he's a Biafran, but he's fighting against Biafra. Ngozi Orabufulani is claiming to be a Biafran. She is fighting us. Imam Madabu is a Biafran. He is fighting us. So, some Yorubas, people like Omotosho, Obasanjo, Babawo, all Kafara will fight their Biafrans. And they are still fighting Biafrans. Let us not give them the satisfaction by crying or by showing anger. No. Because egbe bulu nwa ọkụkọ tie kwa. Osi nwa ya bulu gaba na nke a tilu mkpu na onwere ife ọ ga-eme. But egbe anwa bịa bulu nwa ọbọgwụ. Ọbọgwụ is dog. Ọbọgwụ ne ya aja okwuru okwu, o wee je drop nwa anwa. Ọ drop nwa ọbọgwụ, si na ya mara ife dị ọbọgwụ n'obi, o ji na okwuru okwu. Let us keep quiet. Let our Ejeman, they just speak for us. Ọkwa ndị ofe mmanụ fa ga-afụ ife fa chọrọ. Silence ka ị ga-eji solufa. Onyendu knows. Onyendu knows that this is what they are up to. And we should all walk silently and quietly, not shouting. We can never give them their satisfaction. We know that that is what they will do. Yes, my brother, Benitus Rex, let us be stronger. Thank you so much. I love what you have said. Let us be stronger. They have done so much to us. Time has come for us to show them that we have known their method, and we are going to work with them according to their own method. Yes. So, Biafrans, we are here to show that we are now stronger. That's what our brother said. BNB chain, at BNB chain. Oifoku. Let us be stronger. EJ gave that music that said, I did not jump bail. In that music, Onyendu said, I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. And the only way we are going to show him that we are not giving up is to come tomorrow and make the most powerful donation that will shock Nigeria. I get Nigeria with our Ejema and Deje. That's the only way to get Biafra. Biafra is on the way. This hearing yesterday, my people, all well meaning. And you heard what that man said. Let me play it once more. I love what this man said, and I will keep playing it.
Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has...
So, Biafrans, you all know that we are in alliance with America and that they are watching. I know that Omotosho would have given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu death sentence, but because of this thing that this man is saying here, he turned it to life sentence. But he will not serve that life sentence. He will not. Kedu onye ga-eme ka ọ ghara serve ya? Ọkwa you and I, our donation to give him that Biafra. Because Onyendu said, I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. So, my people, ọkwa anyị nwa ka ọ dị n'aka kịta o. Itigodu mkpu from now till tomorrow, ọ bụrụ ife ga-ewepụta Onyendu there. Or you are a Gemma and Deje. That's the only thing. My people, unu mana mgbe ejidere Onyendu na-ekolapse m. Collapse on the way. Ebe nwa m nwoke na-agwa m sị mommy, look at your leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has been brought back to Nigeria. M si ana asị. O wee gosi m na his phone wee collapse n'ụzọ. Oge ejide our PM afọ sagidere m na-ebe akwa wee kpọọ our information minister. Osim Betty, calm down. Osim calm down. Ọ bụrụ before ka enyere Onyendu life sentence, ị mara ndị niile na-akpọ m si ka fa mara etu m si feel. Calls m nwetego since yesterday, I cannot count it. Ma ndị video call ka fa mekikwa sure na ọmụnwa. Because ana m adị too emotional about our leaders. So my people, let us calm it down. We will not give our enemies that satisfaction. Ịbịa na-eti mkpu na-ebe akwa na-egosi na ọ na-ewute gị. Onyendu knows. Onyendu already knows that this is what they are going to do. He knows. So let us take it easy. Let us take it easy. Listen to our information minister. You will also hear our PM, APM. He came out last night and spoke to Biafrans. Hello, go ahead and speak to Biafrans. They are listening.
And then one the Biafra. Good afternoon to everyone. And making Onyobana. And the Biafra, this is the time. Onyobana could be very, very strong. I'm speaking from the military department, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, heavily led by Ogech Kunkere, on behalf of Simon Lepa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, why I'm telling our people to be very strong is because of one thing. The Biafra struggle has reached international stage, of which the shambolic judgment being delivered by Omotosho has shown those that are supporting Biafra and are supporting the rule of law that really Nigeria is a pariah nation.
Yes.
That Nigeria is a non-respecter of rule of law and procedures, including proceedings. That is what they have displayed. I even wondered how an educated somebody would be reading like that justice that was that judge that was reading something. I don't know whether that one went to secondary school or is it primary school that he went to. He couldn't even pronounce a simple word, extraordinary rendition. He couldn't even pronounce it. He couldn't pronounce even a single Latin word. Only Nigeria is a zoo. I don't blame Mazen Amdekano for being so infuriated, for being so annoyed for the way the zoo so-called judges do behave. Because they don't know that judiciary is the one that controls the government. Is the guarantee of the government. Is the judiciary, not the executive. But these people allow corruption and the executive to be maneuvering them. So our people should be very, very faithful. Nothing has gone wrong. America is with us. NATO has equally joined. Yesterday there was congressional hearing and our APM was there.
Yes.
And for your information, my people, the Nigerian government spent over 2.7 billion thinking that they will not be America. They thought that it is business as usual. No, this is not the time Obama was here. I don't want to call any political party, but this is not that regime. The regime we are now is a regime that has stood up for the civilization of Europe, democracy, and the Christian civilization. People should understand it very, very clear. And that is the reason why Biafrans, the totality of Biafrans in the Igbo, must support America, NATO, and Biafra Republic Government in exile. Nothing spoiled in broken language. Nothing has spoiled. Nobody can touch Mazen Amdekano. The world, unlike the time of Egypt, the world is very, very watchful to what is happening and very, very interesting, especially the state of America. It is only left for us to continue supporting the RGIE, the one that Oguchukwu is in charge of. Because when I talk, I have to specify what I'm saying. Because that is the government, the first and the only legitimate government. Government is never two. It is not like meeting or NGO. A governmental organization is only one. So, and it is BRGIE, heavily led by Oguchukwu. So that is what our people need to understand. And I am calling on all Biafrans and people to synergize, to come together, to work together, to learn how to work together. Whether you are avid or you are the former follower of Mazen Amdekano under the US, all of you must come together under the umbrella of BRGIE, led by Oguchukwu, because all other people are counterfeit. Okay? Very, very important.
Yes.
Our recognition is coming from America. And BRGIE has every rightful registration since 2023. From the Ministry of Justice. Because you are a basic cannot come near there. Talk less of the one they call BGC, is that BGC or CRC? All these people that I thought they were grown as elderly people, but they don't understand English. They are not bookworm. They are lukewarm. Luku. That is what they And the BRGI is lukewarm. That's what academic kindness say. But if you are lukewarm, you will not fight Ogechukwu. Do you know why? Because of legitimacy. Being legitimate is very, very important. Nigerian government have been delegitimized. That's why the American proscribed them to CPC. But BRGIE is legitimate. Very, very important. Go and watch the website of the Congress and the Minister of Justice of the United States of America. You will see the legitimacy of BRGIE. So my aim is to be explaining to our people. Nobody should have the spirit of bias mind or bias maniac. But we should have the spirit of Puritanism, or what we call tolerance in sociology. When there is Puritanism, that is selflessness, tolerance, there is understanding. Did you see that everybody can be under one umbrella?
So
that
the
nobody
is,
is
if
bigger
the
than the
US
other one.
got
Nobody
into
is.
Nigeria, what do you think will happen? So
Sorry?
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I'm trying to say is that very, very simple. Our people should forget about that Ogechukwu, you hate him or you love him. What you should see is that what Ogechukwu represents is legitimate and is doing everything in the favor of Biafra. Very, very important. People should understand legitimacy. Because those will cry before December. Not that we but with the law. Before Christmas this year, she will understand that she has hit hand on the wrong, like people border, because our prime minister did not make her wrong by saying, come close, hence we are volunteers. You know, they don't make any mistake, but she came with an agenda, thinking that we are fools. No, their friends are not fools. Where is our mission? What is our chartered plate that we take our followers to Nigeria instead of Biafra? So our people should simply humble themselves and follow the children. BRGIE, registered by him, is the only legitimate. We follow that, we do our things, then Americans already have understood that. Look, we are the right one. We are the rightful one. And there is nothing the Z can do to Mazinam Bikano. If they try that, you will be burned to ashes. I'm telling you because the American government and the NATO, they are watching us with keen interest. Yes. They are watching us. They are watching Nigeria. They are watching BRGIE. We are even watching they said that she's just the counter wars. She's maniacally bewildered. In fact, they call her psychopathic. Psychopathic. So they're watching us. Nobody to downplay what we're doing. We follow things in accordance to law. Yesterday they were doing the symbolic judgment. Thinking today's the offense, right? The same yesterday there was congressional hearing. Congressional hearing is different from congressional briefing. And Ogechukwu was there. I pity the likes of Dan Doche. She knew that she's an illiterate, but she was given the same opportunity that was given to Mizora Bese. All these people that PM gave opportunity, all of them rubbish. Why should they be given opportunity to Lampedusa, like of people? The people that come illegally to Europe and America. People with foreign certificate, they don't need to be giving them opportunity. Lampedusa set of people that don't reason. Yes. I need my mouth, my sister. Let us be very strong. Nobody should be uncoded. They are watching what is happening. There is nothing they can do to Mazinan. You will see what will happen within 2 months' time now in Nigeria. Everything will turn.
Yes.
to the people of Mazin.
At least
I'm
we
not saying that's prophecy. I'm not saying it as prophecy. It's
yes.
a process.
At least we know that this hearing has come to an end.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my sister. God bless you. Say scholarship no room.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
From St. Peter's Square. I speak from St. Peter's Square.
Thank you. Thank
There
you.
is no need for pere. No shaking. See you, dear friends. Let everybody go and prepare the money. Donate. Donate through www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org/tax. Very simple. Then leave the rest for the diplomacy and for BRF, Biafra Resistance Fighters. That is how it is. God bless you.
Ndewo Isaac. Thank you for joining us. Dalono. Una nugife our brother who. So let us not be downtrodden or weak-minded. Kita Kaiga, the very strong. One of our brothers here, look at it, he said it. Watch the screen. He said, let us be stronger. Benedictus. Osi unu, let us be stronger. Kita abroge ije bakwa. Maka na ndị ofe mmanụ na support ndị Fulani, they are not giving up. We cannot give up. And we cannot continue to cry to give them that satisfaction. No. Onyendu knows that this is the road they are going to. So he is ready for it. Onwere ifefa ga-eme. Today, his lawyers are going to file an appeal against that decision. That decision is not unappealable. It is very much appealable. Anyị gana n'ubi ji anaka. Una adịkwana weak-minded. America, they have gotten our back. And anyị ga-eji nwayọọ na-aganya bụ until we get there. Donation. Onye ọbụla welu this donation like their personal business. Maka na onye ndu si, I am dead already. The only thing that will resurrect me is Biafra. And who will give him Biafra? Those of us who are not incarcerated. We have to donate. Ndị be anyị kama nkogwu ma ite Biafra Biakita, every Biafran will be a millionaire. Every Biafran. Look at ndị Fulani, Fani ne bubado millionaire. Onya kafaja sponsor terrorism. Or with our oil money. With our oil money. Because they only found this Zamfara gold in 2010. So Biafra Biara Anaketa, every Biafran gabu a millionaire. Oja to anybody. My prayer was that they should not sentence Onyendu to death. And they know that the world is watching them.
Greetings to all Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I salute all of you and I bring you warm greetings. To our leaders that have sacrificed their lives for us, we remain loyal to our supreme leader. And to our leaders that have lived before us, we remain loyal to their sacrifices. And to our Prime Minister in Finland prison, we remain indebted to his sacrifices as well. Our Biafra Defense Forces in the homeland who sacrifice their lives on a daily basis to see that the Biafra we have declared is not wiped out. We remain loyal to all of you and we say very big thank you to all your sacrifices. Our APM will be joining us later on to address Biafrans. Meanwhile, that video I played before, you can see him from the US congressional briefing while it was happening. So he is on his way back from there. So he will join us here as soon as he's ready to talk to Biafrans. So, warm greetings to all Biafrans. And I bring you words of courage and emboldenment
Yes.
because you have fought a good fight of faith and you have won the crown. Yes, that is what you need to understand. Never a time that you heard that people fought for freedom and they got it on a platter of gold. No, it has to be brutal. You have to pay a series of sacrifices. How many years was Nelson Mandela in prison for the freedom of the South African people? How many years? I want all of you to go and check. And many other freedom fighters of all times. How many years did the American people fight to get their freedom from the British Empire? Go and check. Cold bloody war. How many years did Finland fight Russia to get their freedom of independence? Cold bloody war. These are the things you need to understand. We salute all Biafrans that have sacrificed their lives from time immemorial to this very day. Biafra is our destination. Biafra is our cause. And you need to be very ready because opportunity has presented itself now for the entire world to know and understand that Biafra independence is here.
Yes.
The kidnap of our supreme leader is known by the international community. The pronouncement of the jailing of our supreme leader by Tinubu is known by international community, and most especially the American government. In today's congressional briefing, while you heard all those conversations that were going on, the lawmakers of America, they talked about the pronouncement of the imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. Our APM was there in that congressional briefing. Live and direct. That is why I played the video so that you can hear and know what went on there. And I'll bring it again so that for some of you that may not understand that the US government have been briefed of the Nigeria atrocities on the Biafran people, the Nigerian atrocity on the Christians, the Biafrans. When I say Christians, I mean the Biafrans, because
Yes, Biafrans. If you look here now, you will see our APM. Look at him. He was in the hall yesterday. Look at him there. Because some people will now say, oh, he went and hired a hall. He went and hired a hall. Have you people seen him? Or should I rewind it? He was there. My people, it is only somebody that recognized you, that knows that you are in existence, that will invite you. Come, I'm doing something. Come and sit with me. Unu mana ndị ọcha, ka m gwa unu eziokwu, ndị ọcha na-eme ka anyị nwa. America enwere ike ịpụta kịta gbowam bịa sị na fe recognize ya unu ka unu bụrụ, maka na fama nọọ nni ka fa na-ewepụ ndị mbi na befa n'ọnụ. Fa ga-efolie step by step, step by step. Maka na onye nke kpọrọ m n'ụtụtụ a very early kpọkwa vidio kọl na Amerịka na-egbu oge na fa na-egbu oge. Mba, ndị be anyị ka anyị welu na nwayọọ. Ije a ibido otego anyị tabara afụfụ since 1966, barely 6 years after Britain nyelu Nigeria independence. Ọ mgbe anyị ji wee taba afụfụ a nke public na-afụ, ọ bụrụkwa nke ndị nna nna anyị taa n'akafa. Ka anyị welu na nwayọọ. Onye adị na weak in mind si adịm edonetizi ego o nwere ife. My people, unu mana o nwee nwanne anyị nwanyị, amadị m onye ọ bụ, mana onye wọrị. Abịa m n'ụlọ ọgwụ, immediately m bịa n'ụlọ ọgwụ, ọfụm mgbelu my paper, because that paper eji eji ụlọ ọgwụ ị ga-eme ife na ị ga-eji eje kafa wee malụ your date of birth, malụ na ọgị nwa identify ya gị, wee malụ ife ịbịalụ, m wee weli ya nye. Immediately ọfụrụ si na ya ma m ọkpọ m afa, ọ gbapụta, ọ makụọ m, o mee nke a mee nke a, ọ sị m na ya bụkwa onye Biafra. M sị ya ị ka nọkwa? Ọ sị m mba, n'oge a Ngozi mere ife a na ya pụrụ na iwe weli ya. M sị ya mba. Ọ sị m na onye ndu mee ya ji join ya Biafra. M sị ya where is onye ndu? Ọ sị m na ejidere na ya ọkwa, mma na ejidere. M sị of course na onye ndu a nọrọ with us. The only way ị ga-eji wee support onye ndu bụ ịbịa na-atụ ego. Ọ gwaba m na ya na-ada akpọ Chioma. M sị ọkwa ịma na Chioma nọrọzi with Breji. Ọ sị m no na ọ nọkwa. M sị ya na ọ nọrọ na ndị nke ahụ ekewalugokwa. M wee remind ya ife onye ndu kwu, separating the chaff from the weed. No, ndị a niile ji akafa na-apụ kịta bụ the chaff. Ndị a fọdụlụnụ now anyị eriro nne. But my people, ejiro nọmba enweta Biafra. Ọ bụrụ nọmba, ọ bụrụ 1 million, ọ bụrụkwanụ 1 billion. Few dị serious ga-enweta Biafra. I encourage her. Si ya na-achite back. Ebe isi na ifuru onye ndu n'anya, the only way we have to make onye ndu to get that Biafra, because onye ndu say I am dead already. The only thing that will revive me is Biafra. So how do we get that Biafra? Ejema and Eje. My people, anyị anụsigo ọgụ gidi. Kịta anụnwa bụ ọgụ uche. Agha uche ka anyị ga-anụ kịta. One of our sisters or brother, Rex Benedictus, Osianye, let us be stronger now. Look at it. I am displaying it. Osi, be stronger. Let us be stronger now. So, ndị ọcha na-eme ka anyị nwa. Ọ bụrụ gidi, ndị ọcha na-eji uche eme ife. And ọnya bụ ife afa na-eme. Because ị ga-ajụ onwe gị, why are they holding this hearing? Wee bụrụ okwu onye ndu kafa na-ekwu. Onye na-ekwu okwu onye ndu ọ na-ekwu okwu Biafra. Ndị ọcha na-eji nwayọọ ebigo mbefe anụnwa for 30 something years. Mụnwa abụrọ m ụmụaka. Mma bịa sịlụ unu bụ ndị Biafra si no. Mma bịa ideceive unu no. Any deceit na-enye ndị Biafra bụ onwe m ka na-enye. I'm telling you. These people recognize gokwe na anyị. If ụfọdụ bụ ka ọ dị on paper. Because onye recognize gị will not invite you. Na ya na-eme something or sị gị bịa. Near our APM here. Watch. Ọ na that very hearing. Watch him. Because make it a Basino Ode ya hall. Near una fuge with the badge of Biafra flag. Okuna he is there. So all no na America recognize anyị. Kedu ife fa ga-akpọ our APM si anya bịa mee? They recognize him, they recognize us. So nwayọọ ndị ọcha na-eme gidi. Ife niile afa na-eme bụ nwayọọ wee luo na stage ebe fa ga-akpọ okwu afa. worldwide. Nenya,
and shared interest
unu
in
na for the hearing.
humanitarian and economic development.
And on the same
This
building,
relationship
Kandi
is often
Banyi
marked
jekwa
by
made their
various
briefing
contradictions.
na
Nigeria builds
na
significant
September 18th.
continental and regional
This
influence,
is our
but efforts to
APM there.
balance
Na ndị ọcha
extremism
na ya
and
n'akụkụ.
internal security.
Because onye gasịkwa na o ji rent ya
Modernization
hall.
of West Africa
Na
is
ya,
crucial, and its
na ndị
ability
ojii
to
ndị
address
ọzọ nọ there.
governance and
Onye nke a
security
na-ese
challenges
picture.
will impact
So my people, we are everywhere.
Nigeria's future, but the wider
We are everywhere.
Nigeria's
Especially
security
with
stems
America.
from a key shift in
America bụ isi
despite
n'ụwa niile a.
64 years of independence.
Rapụkwa maka ndị Russia. Russia bụ ifefa nwebi ịlụ ngwa agha.
Founded in basic
Russia
freedoms
amarọ
and
maka law.
current
Russia
concept of
amarọ maka court.
religion and
But
language
fe nwere ife a
rather than
na-akpọ law, fe nwere
nationality
ife a na-akpọ court.
define
Nke
their
fa bụ
identity
ngwa agha.
against diverse
They have it,
populations.
yes. But all America bụ
Understanding the
isi
violence in
na the
Nigeria
whole world.
requires looking beyond
Una
its
fugo this
current
same carpet.
religious and ethnic
No, that same carpet faje wee mee briefing
For me, growing
na
up in just
September.
Plateau State,
Una
I
fuge
witnessed
the same building
the impacts
na
of
Washington
these
DC.
ongoing conflicts
Our
on vital
APM was
communities.
there
In
representing you
addition,
people.
coming from a family
So let
involved in
nobody be
reconciliation,
weak-minded.
I recognize
Ịma na
shared
ndị
faith
nke nọ na
between
space nọ na
Christian
space.
communities in
Breji,
Nigeria's Middle
another
East
Breji
and
nọkwa here,
various
which is
regions,
myself and other
rooted in a
people,
history of
showing you
American
people
missionary
in
efforts.
progress
However,
video
a narrow
what is
narrative
happening.
that reduces
But
Nigeria's
on
security
space,
situation
they can't
to
show
a
you
single
video.
story
So we are
or framing
everywhere,
the soul
covering
as the
everything.
persecution of Christians
Unu
oversimplifies
n'anya
the
na
issue.
una funa some
Religious and
Nigerian
ethnic violence is driven more by
gutter
government
media.
failings
They go
and is
around
worsened by hate speech
watching
and
what we are
conspiracy
doing.
theories
They
rather
will
than
watch
a
this
just
and
assessment
they
of the
will
conflict.
know that America briefing
Nigeria is
yesterday,
facing
the
multiple
hearing
security
our
threats
APM
due
was
to
there
religious extremism,
and we
banditry,
were fully
criminality,
represented.
resource competition,
So no nwayo nwayo,
movements,
onye ọbụla
and
bịa tụọ ego.
self-exaltation.
That dead,
These
onye
issues
ndusi,
are
I am dead
intertwined with
already.
history,
The only
politics,
thing that will
and
resurrect me
political
is Biafra.
contestation.
Or your Ejema and your
The
Eje
interplay
will give
between
him that
religion and
Biafra.
politics in Nigeria is deep and
You
complex.
see? Your
Leaders
Ejema and
often
your Eje
romanticize the
will
country's
give him
unity,
Biafra.
but fail to foster
If
it,
you get.
as we saw in the divisive 2023 elections. As Nigeria
So this is
approaches
what we
another
want.
national election in
When we
2026,
are, you
religion will
see,
once again
Unanafia,
continue to influence candidate
when we are
selection,
doing
voter
whatever we are
behavior,
doing, my
and
people,
campaign strategies.
I want you
The
people
Trump
to
administration
understand.
claims that Nigeria is committing targeted killings of Christians distracts from the broader issue of extremist
Unanafia,
violence and insecurity.
that's our APM.
Since returning to
He is
civilian
there
rule in
with them.
1999, Nigeria has been a major recipient of U.S. security assistance, primarily
When
aiding
onye
civil
gasị na
service.
for this video,
Despite
or
the
that na the
significant
hearing naga
assistance,
or na APM
extremist
anọrọ
threats
there,
in
he
Nigeria
is
has
there live.
worsened, expanding from the northeast, where Boko Haram has waged a 15-year insurgency, to the northwest, where so-called bandits.
And gịnị ka fa na-ekwu okwu ya? Nigeria and Biafra, Christians being massacred.
The US government are fully aware. The congressional testimony, the congressional briefing that was submitted to the US government was not for a joke. So they are following up on one Nigeria.
Yes.
So you were shocked to hear that inside this congressional briefing today, that Rep. John James was now hitting on Nigeria for imprisoning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he made it very clear that every Nigerian have given their voices calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. International community did. The UN arbitrary group did. And even the US lawmakers did. International allies have also spoken, telling Nigerian government, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They refuse. Even their court. You will be shocked. I want people to listen to this again because I played it at the beginning of this program as jingle for over 10 minutes now. I've been playing it. This U.S. lawmaker here, inside today's U.S. congressional briefing, in the lawmakers' chambers of America, he told you they have been following up. They watch when the Nigerian court in 2022 pronounced the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then the government refused. And then they also told you that they have been watching and seeing all the protests and petitions that fellow Nigerians have also done, demanding to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they've refused. And then he also told you that today, before he entered this congressional briefing, that today, that Nigerian government have pronounced life imprisonment for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he was posing a question now inside the congressional briefing, or in congressional hearing. He was now asking, is Nigeria, the government or the presidency of Nigeria, infiltrated or influenced by the jihadist terrorists? So how did they know all this? Mind you, I will still show you photos of meetings and engagement that BRJ have had with this senator. So the U.S. government, the U.S. lawmakers are well informed of Nigeria's graveyard. And I want all of you to understand something. This is not time for you to go into a panic mood. This is not time for you to go into a mood of sleeping and not eating food. No, this is time for you to rejoice. Do you know why you have to rejoice? Because Nigerian government are foolishly fallen into the trap that was set for them. Biafra Republic government in exile and every voices of conscience have called the U.S. government to the reality of the what? Persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the persecution of Christians. And then we took a bold step to even go into the congressional building in the Capitol Hill to host a testimony briefing, a congressional briefing, to explain and give it with boldness. And then everywhere now was booming with Biafra Republic government in exile is responsible for the designation of Nigeria into CPC. Biafra Republic, which media house have not written that it is Biafra Republic government in exile that is responsible for nailing Nigeria in Washington, D.C.? That you see that the Faunyash is open in international community today, that you see that Nigeria is running like this today. Did you think it happened by coincidence?
No.
BRGIE cook food for them and they chop the food push them. Yes, that trap that was set for Nigerian government, they have fallen into it. Today was a congressional hearing. And this was the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, specifically on Sub-Saharan Africa. The main point of discourse there was to discuss about the Africa issue. And Nigeria was the spotlight. The redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. As you see APM there, now so he was there inside that hearing today. So this video that you see on the screen is live today. It's not up to 2 hours since I posted it. It is from that place. APM even went live If you go and check his Twitter page, you'll see that he went live on his page while he was in that congressional hearing today. So the US lawmakers, as they are talking about the persecution of Christians, they were now asking question. Is it that there are two laws, one for the Fulani sect, and then a second different one against the Christians, which happens to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why is it that the Boko Haram terrorists are not hampered, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are pronouncing so years for them? This is why I say Biafran people, one Nigeria are falling into the trap that you set for them. And it is very clear now that Biafra independence has come to be. Yes. For Nigeria to now come out and disgrace themselves by telling the entire world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be hanged to death because of calling for independence, Biafra Republic. Because of calling for independence, Biafra Republic. That alone is a strong message to the international community. So when somebody say, you are stupid, I will kill you, I will bomb this place, I will bomb this place. Did he bomb it? Where is the evidence that they bombed it?
Oh,
And from where did they bomb it? So what evidence are you using to pronounce against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
yes, Biafrans. You know, when the man was reading out all those count that he is basing his decision to put Onyendu in a life sentence, I was like, is this man a legal person? Is law actually his background of studies? Or, and somebody told me that he's not a professional judge. And I almost succumbed to that person's statement that Omotosho is not a professional judge, because he was reading like a novice, like somebody who is alien to the legal practice. You don't even know how to make pronunciation. How can you say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he incited people to start NSAS? NSAS, that Davido and all those musicians and all those stars, including this Showore, they all started NSAS with the youths. Onyendu was not even in Nigeria. Okay, Gulak, that was killed in Imo State by Hope Uzodinma. They said that it is Onyendu who incited IPOB to go and buy him. Hey, I said to myself, this Nigeria, they don't cease to amaze me. How all those flimsy things. So his lawyers, Mazi, what's his name again? Maxwell. He said that they will go and appeal today, 21st of November. That they will appeal that decision, because of course it's appealable. Somebody in Ajum or the appealable. Of course, Obrozi court. Obro onye bụ ụzọ jee court na-win. No. Nigeria government, mana ndị ofe mmanụ na-alawo onwefa to be used against Biafrans. Put yourself into fervent prayers. Please, my people, let us continue.
Now, I want to ask a very simple question. Donald Trump said he is going to bring guns a-blazing to the terrorists that are killing babies, women, and children in Nigeria. There come my questions. Nigerian corrupt judge today said
thousands and thousands of
Nigerian corrupt judge today said that because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, he said in a broadcast, they quoted, that he told people that were protesting that they should engage, they say the Nigerian embassy, British High Commission, US High Commission. We understand the game. Because of what we have done to Nigerian terrorist government in the US, in Washington, D.C., you people are trying to go and bring video of brokers that you now connect and say, because he said that they should engage this embassy, they should engage this embassy, they should engage this embassy. So you're trying to set fire between Biafra and the US. Why? Because it is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we put fire on your nyash and you got designation. I want to ask you people a very simple question, because you did not give Mazen Nnamdi Kanu opportunity to ask the question. When he told people, I objection, my lord, I am entitled to do what? To seek redress. You did not allow him. They say, push him out, push him out. Then they...
Yes, Biafrans, I was watching it with disgust. How can a judge ask the security operatives, they are not in uniform, they were in mufti, ask them to go and take away speaker from somebody that was standing up to represent himself? It's not as if Onyendu just jumped in. It was agreed that he will represent himself. And the judge, a professional judge, asked security operatives to go and take away that speaker from him. That's another terrorism in the judiciary of Nigeria. Judicial terrorism, that's what it is. And all of them rose up. You could see the hefty men. And Onyendu was saying, don't touch me, don't touch me. In the court, America saw all that. They saw it. Because I played it here. Let me play it again. It's very short.
Clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release.
The UN Group of Arbitrary Detention said that they should release Onyendu 2022, but they refused. They refused. Because Fulanis, they don't care about law, they don't go to school, they don't live in the house, they live in the bush. That's why they are supporting Shomolu to destroy, demolish your houses. These people, they don't go to school. They don't know what is called rule of law as a nation. To maintain your respect and your integrity. That's what this man was recounting.
Release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and
he remains in solitary confinement in deteriorating health. Because Onyendu kwuru na Radiria that na somebody na akpaghalị na-ekwu okwu dịka etu Onyendu si agaghalị does not mean na Rodia. Because even here the inside, because some people might be saying, oh, Arona, where but on a yes, a dead man, somebody nwere ike bịa gafelu gị now. The next minute to collapse or more. Because if no inside the person, the very sick.
Recently had to represent himself in court.
Recently has to represent himself in court to show you that these Americans, they are following. They are following suit.
Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional.
That Nigeria has signaled that law is optional. Enwe Sharia law, we English law. Nke a bụ creation Obasanjo, the same Yoruba man.
And targeting Christians is fair game.
In targeting Christians again, Deborah was a Christian. They killed him using the one they call what did they call it? the law they made that time, and they used it to kill Deborah, because they now have optional laws. One is Sharia, one is English law.
Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people, and
Despite the pleas and cries of Nigeria people this morning, that was yesterday morning, to show you that America is following suit. Cries of Nigerians on the 20th of October, the whole Nigerians with Showore went and cried to Nigeria, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they did not listen. Fulani will never listen. So your agenda is the only thing that will fight them back.
many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask, as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example.
Yes, Biafrans, you have seen it. Everything that he's saying, how to help sub-Saharan nations. This year again, the UN said that they should support Nigeria, and the sub-Saharan African nation said, how can we support a country that kills his own people, burn churches, kill Christians? This is it. That's what our information minister was making reference to. All these things. So Biafrans, our Ijema and our Ije will continue to support us, to give Onyendu this Biafra that he said will revive him.
Now sit down there, and then they were reading their paper as if they are reading for dogs. No, when you're treating dog want to speak, you shut dog up. You say, dog, come on here. You just carry the food, keep for him. Tie him mouth, say, eat. When if you carry the thing, come on. Oh my God. You know, Biafra Republic government in Israel have given people what is called Koboko, Wotu Wotu,
Yes.
in Washington, D.C. And while you were there, in that place, wait, let me go and display our APM inside this congressional briefing of the U.S. Foreign Affairs. Let me display him while he was there live today, while the conference was going on. Let me display him so that the Nigerian government go die well. While you were there, trying to pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's death sentence, this is where we were. This is where BRGI was. BRGI was here preparing your next line of death. One Nigeria terrorist government. Yes.
Yeah.
See, this is the conference happening, the congressional briefing today.
Yes.
Chairman Smith, Ranking Jacobs, distinguished members of the
That's the
public,
congressional
I
briefing
want to
today.
share my views before this.
APM Okechukwu Nkere was there live and direct.
Does not take
And it
partisan
is from there
positions, so the views
that
represented in this
senator,
testimony are my
that
own
congressman
and
made
not those of
that
anyone else.
pronouncement about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
In this
and Tinubu
testimony, I would like to reinforce the
and
recommendations
asking
that
them
I
the
made
question
before this committee in
of
March.
what they are doing.
In addition, I would like to
So,
reflect
can you
on
see
one
them?
of the tennis moments in U.S.
Can you see them?
provide an opportunity
So, while you were crying in your court trying to pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu imprisonment, You were trying to sentence him to death or pronouncing Biafra independence dead. Biafra independence was here in Washington, D.C., preparing your next line of death.
Shared interests on intelligence and economic development. The district
Biafra
is
independence was here,
characterized
oh,
by periods of
in the House of Foreign
very
Affairs
little
congressmen,
significant continental and
preparing
diplomatic
your
achievements
next.
from
Look at him there. Look at the Biafra
over
independence
and
space there.
internal
Can you
security.
see him? That is
Nigeria's
him
leadership in the
inside
South
that Congress
exerted
house
an
today,
unwavering
today, today.
influence on government and parliament,
So
impacting
please
not only its
tell
president,
Nigerian
but also
terrorist government
the
that they
Nigerian
have
military
just.
stems from a key short
You see
term.
the way they did this thing today. The way they did this thing today is like they actually uh, did this their pronouncement on the very right day. The day that the U.S. congressional briefing is going on, congressional hearing on the Nigeria is going on.
Yes,
So as you are here pronouncing how to kill Biafra independence in Nigeria and how to kill Martin Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, the face of Biafra is here in the congressional briefing. Can you see him?
yes, Nigeria sonyego ụkwụ na nsị aboki, no doubt. Our APM all kwechirigo gidigba. Nigeria nenebe his face. He is there, right, live and direct. So ụmụ be anyị, onye ọbụla pụta echi in your full force. That is the only way we will fight this judicial terrorism that they have meted us yesterday with. Because anybody fighting Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting all of us. Onyendu is Biafra, Biafra is Onyendu. No separation. We are one and the same. So the only way you will fight back is with your Ejema and Deje. Angrily, no matter how small. I will always repeat myself that if we have 99 Ejema and you bring one Ejema and put inside it, it will become 100. And that 100 can do something for us. Now is the time to act by us, not the time to lament. That time has gone. Time for lamentation has gone. Right now, we should be rubbing hands with hands, bringing out the ejema from our pocket and donating it. Agwago m unu na Biafra bịa, unu niile ga-enwe ego bụrụ ọgaranya maka na anyị nwere ife ga-enye anyị ego anwa in minutes. We have it.
Him? That is him here. That is him here. And then Nigeria is crying while the US congressmen are here talking about telling the world that they have seen what Nigeria just did few hours ago. I want Biafran people to be very happy. This is not time for you to be weak. This is time for you to be very strong.
Yes.
This is time for you to bring all your energy and strength out to give to Biafra Republic government in exile. It is what we are going to do and what we have been doing that is smoking Nigeria nyash out. You see, Nigerian terrorist government have existed for years, right? And the terrorists themselves have existed for years. And they have been massacring you for years. I'm asking you, where are your lawmakers in Nigeria? Were they able to take Nigerian government to anywhere? Were they able to take Nigerian government to America? Were they able to hold Nigerian government to book? Were they able to flog Nigerian government for massacring you since 2002? No. All of you that are shouting that you are Nigerians, have you been able to fight Boko Haram and destroy them since 2002? Have you been able to put an end to Boko Haram terrorists that have been massacring all of you since 2002? You were not. But when was Biafra Republic Government in Israel formed? It was in 2023, right? And from 2023 to this very day, how many years is that? Since when did we contract the lobbies and attorney? It was 2024, around June, July. Is it up to 1 year? Yes, 1 year. 1 year and few months. Between 1 year and few months, Biafra Republic government in Israel have been able to expose Nigeria in international community. Not just international community, but America to be precise, where the laws that affect the entire world are being made. So tell Tinubu that he has just validated Biafra independence. Yes, on a global stage, by pronouncing the imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. Yes, that is what you have just done. You have projected Biafra independence to the US Congress now and told them, yes, we were denying before that they are not persecuting Biafra independence. But now they are telling the US government that they are coming up very clear that there is Biafra independence and their leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that they want to kill all Biafrans and Biafra independence. That is why you heard them talking about death sentence. When you heard of death sentence, they wanted to hang Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death, meaning that you want to hang every Biafran that is speaking of Biafra independence to death. You want to shoot them to firing squad. You want to stone them to death, just like the terrorist mob that will be stoning Deborah to death. What crime did he commit? Did you see him with a weapon that will kill anybody? His only weapon is the microphone. He used the microphone to awaken the subconsciousness of everybody in one Nigeria. Now, let me address something. Nigerian lawyer or whatever they called him said that our supreme leader said people should engage the US Embassy and the UK Commission. And so because he said that, you now say he is international terrorist. So you are giving him death sentence. You're giving him life imprisonment. I want to ask you a question. This is Donald J. Trump. Let me bring the message where he gave you people about the guns are blazing. So I'm going to ask now. As I bring this, I'm going to ask the question that I want to ask. You know, Nigeria is a very stupid country to talk about. So when you're talking about them, you have to ask whether there is somebody that can defend them. Now, everybody should look at what is on the screen. This is Donald Trump's message to Nigerian terrorist government. That if they don't stop the Boko Haram terrorists, that this their now disgraced country, they will stand to face what? Guns are blazing on what? To wipe the Islamic jihadist terrorists.
Completely.
He did not even say it's coming for the citizens of Nigeria.
Yeah.
He said to the terrorists. That is what he said in his message. Now, I want to ask the Nigerian terrorist government lawyers who don't have sense. You said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incited people and said, he said in a broadcast that people should engage the US Embassy and also to engage the UK Commission. I want to ask you, what is different from what you said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said with his mouth, with what Donald Trump said here? Has Donald Trump come to kill all of you? Has he even gone to kill the Boko Haram terrorists? Has Donald Trump even gone to kill the Boko Haram terrorists? He has not even gone to kill the Boko Haram terrorists. Because of only this message that he said, all of you are running helter-skelter, coming to America now to come and seek redress. Because you are not coming to America because of the life of the Christians and citizens involved. You are rushing to America because of what? The existence of the terrorists. Because you don't want the American lawmakers, you don't want the US Army, you don't want the foreign army personnel to come and eliminate your terrorists because you are using the terrorists to kill the Christians. So you're going to America is not for the Christians. It's not even for the Muslims that are being killed, as you said. But you're going to America is to see that the terrorists here are not eliminated.
Yes.
Since Donald Trump made this pronouncement, all of you have been jumping from one seat to another. You see discussions spark up everywhere. I want to ask you, guns are blazing. Since Donald Trump made this statement, has he dropped the bombs in Nigeria? Has he even dropped the bomb on the terrorists? Can you show me one evidence of the terrorists that have been neutralized by the guns are blazing coming from the American government?
Yes. Nigerians, especially their judiciary, they are known for lying, known for lack of just sheer professionalism. They don't have the skills or the ability to process information correctly. It is clearly said here by Trump. He said that US will immediately stop all the aid and assistance to Nigeria. That is one. Second one was, and may very well go into that now disgraced country. Guns are blazing. What guns are blazing means is going to shoot fast on an enemy. And who are the enemies? The terrorists. Remember that in 2014, when Tinubu was governor of Lagos State and Jonathan was head of state, that Tinubu wrote to America that Christians are being killed, that America should come and help them. So he says guns are blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. Once this pronouncement was said, he said, if on the balance of probability, if we attack, it will be fast, vicious, sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning. Look, Nigeria went berserk. They went berserk. They couldn't process this information very, very well. just like the judge that rushed into pronouncing Onyendu without remembering that the same court, the same legal jurisdiction or legal entity, the court in Nigeria, the judiciary, that they already said that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that there is no court in Nigeria that has jurisdiction over his case to judge him, that he should be returned from where they abducted him in breach of national and international laws. In breach, Omotosho, a judge, as he claimed to be, could not process that information. You understand? You see, these people, they are not good to live with anybody. They will not leave you. They will come to your country. They want to impose themselves on everybody with this their yeye Quran. Real yeye Quran. Quran nwụrụ anwụ, dead Quran. Onwe nke nọ ebe a mara m onye ọ bụ abụ. Ọ sị na gị jee na at Tauba 29. Rubbish rules of law. People who don't listen to God, they can't even listen to God. God told Moses at Mountain Sinai, thou shalt not kill. But they will deceive their youths, telling them that if you kill, 7 angels will be waiting for you. When they die, they go straight to hell. How can you be killing your fellow human being? God never asked you to kill anybody for him. Are we not on this planet? Don't we know that before Muhammad and Jesus was born, that God had already given his 10 commandments to Moses? We all know what God says there. Thou shalt not kill. I don't know who they are killing for. They are so demonic, very evil. That's why President of the whole world, Donald Trump, said to them that they are killing, they are attacking, that they are thugs, terrorist thugs attacking our cherished Christian brothers. That's what was said there. But Nigeria can never interpret anything correctly because they lack that ability. They lack the skills. Even a man called James Omotosho said that he is a judge. I doubt it. Because there is no attribute of legal qualification in him. None at all.
No, you can't see, right? So this is just messages that somebody say. Just like I say, if I say now, I will kill you if you don't stop killing Biafran people. I will burn down your embassy. I will burn down your house if you don't stop killing Biafran people. As you are supporting the killing of Biafran people and the Christians, if you don't stop, I will burn down your house and burn down your embassy. Then I say, every youth, everybody that are protesting, go and engage this embassy, go and engage this house, go and engage this commission, go and engage the UK commission because they are supporting these terrorists. They are supporting this jihad. So by the time I now say, go and engage them, make noise in that building so that they will hear and know that something has happened, and then they will come to your attention. Oh, Nigerian government say, because of this that I have said now, I am international terrorist. Oh my God. Biafran people, this is time for all of you to be emboldened. If you have never been ready for Biafra, this is the time for you to be ready for Biafra. Yes. This is the time for you to stand up. and join your hands with BROJ to do that which we need to do. It is not the going to court every day by the lawyers in Nigeria that will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is what we are doing, how we are dealing with these people
Yes,
in the homeland and
gradual
also
attack.
in international community.
Mhm.
Yes, I told you that the designation of Nigeria into CPC has done what? Weaponize US foreign policies and all the apparatus against Nigeria terrorist government. It is going to bring in what? International pressure on their military formations. It is going to bring international political and diplomatic isolation on them. It's going to bring what you never expected. So that is why Nigerian government today, having seen how far Nigeria, Biafran government in exile, have fired them in Washington, D.C. Omotosho, that they call him Josh, had to use their discretion because of the way we have fired them in Washington, D.C. to expose Nigeria. Because what we have done to them has not happened for the past 100 years. Yes. Who are you that you are able to turn American government to start digging into Nigeria? You dig into their anus, dig into their stomach, dig into their mouth and remove the tongue. You want to see what is inside the cavachos. Want to see everything that is there. And they are crying today. That is why, because they know that our leader is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and he is the leader of the Biafra people. We are fighting for one Biafra independence. So when they enter the court today, they have to use the hunger of what we have done to them to say they want to hang our supreme leader to death. They want to stone him to death. They want to shoot him to death. Let us see now. We were waiting for them to say death sentence, go and hang him or use gun and shoot him. We were waiting for them to now go and carry the gun and start shooting him. All of a sudden, they went inside and then came back. Oh, they changed mouth. They don't want to. They don't want to cast the first stone again, or they don't want to shoot again with gun. Wow, now no say may they go put Onyendu for a barrel so that una go come shoot them. Now go call one Boko Haram Fulani terrorist make it come fire Onyendu. We were waiting for for that to happen now. But surprisingly, Omotosho went inside and then came back. What did he do? Oh, now we are having mercy. We are changing our mind. We are not going to say to death by hanging again, stone him to death again. We want to say life imprisonment. Life imprisonment for what crime did he commit? This is to explain to you as a Biafran that your Biafra has been pushed to international level for your recognition.
Yes, as the information minister said, look at this man. Yes, you all know him, Mr. Gunther. That's him there. In his write-up, he referred to Onyendu as the Mandela of Nigeria. And he said that Nigeria has actually shot themselves on the foot. This man, you all know him, he's a European, one of the NATO chairman in Austria, Bosnia, Kosovo, and all those areas in Europe. He is one of the parliamentarians that talks in the parliament. He's been urging them to recognize Biafra. These are the reasons why they did not pronounce life sentence or death sentence. They said, oh, let's give him life because the world is already watching us. These people like this is the reason why. So Biafrans, the world is watching them and we are also watching them. We are. Let no one be weak in mind. Your only strength now should come from your donation, Ejema and Eje. Tomorrow is the D-Day. I want to see Biafrans come and donate generously, angrily, and let us give Onyendu this Biafra and give it to ourselves too.
There are different ways that your promotion needs to come. Yes. If you were pronounced free and walk out of this court today, don't you know that that will be humiliation on Nigeria?
Yes.
Don't you know that that will be humiliation on Nigeria if you were just said, oh, walk out of this court and walk out as a free man?
Yes, at least now we have known that Onyendu's case has come to an end. But his lawyers, nevertheless, Maxwell to be precise, said that he's going to appeal. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, anyị agwago m unu na mbido this video, onye adịkwana lili livad, onye adịkwana weak, kunienu, bịa donate na-eje. Donate na-eje mma nke onye ji ya wete. Kịta abụrụ oge akwa. Onye ndu gwara anyị ọ bụ na Naijiria jidie, anyị bọnụọ Naijiria down. Ejiofọ bịa sị nụ, kanda. Ejiofọ gbachie because Ejiofọ bụ go between ndị Fulani na ndị governors na the DOS. So ka ilu go this stage, you know man, 2021, how many years ago? Ọ bụrụ na esobie n'usoro law or 10 years, concurrently 5 years. That time, ndị Fulani anọrọ n'ime our bushes, kafasi wee nọdụ today. Gumi si na fa dị over 9 million. So, anyị achọrọ ka anybody gbuo unu again. Anyị achọrọ ya. Ife anyị chọrọ bụ ka anyị ji nwayọọ were akọ na uche nụọ ọgụ a with our Ejema and our Eje. As I go along, I will be reminding you people, kita abụrụ oge, na one of our brothers nọ here, Benedictus, also you know, let us be stronger. Because I beba akwa kita, ọ dịzị aka the weak, and ọ na-abụ mmadụ na-ebe akwa, ọ na-weaken your spirit. Ka anyị gosifa na obi akpọ a, this obi akpọ ji ndị Fulani, na anyị nwa nwekwuru obi akpọ. With our Ejema and our Eje. Yes. When somebody do something to you, just be strong and do it back in a totally different way. Ejema and Eje, ka anyị ga-eji wee gosi ndị Nigeria na anyị na-abịa.
Did Nigerian government not pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to walk out from their court in 2022? Did they allow him to walk out? Huh. Since that one, it has been humiliation upon them. And now you sit down to wait and see that the same Nigerian court which you are dealing with, which you are exposing, will now bow down to you and stand up in their own court and say, oh, Onyendu, carry your bag and walk out and go. You have disgraced Nigeria in different ways, and your children are still disgracing Nigeria in Washington, D.C. Our nakedness of Nigeria is in Washington, D.C. now because you yourself, you expose us so much. And now your children have gone to engage the U.S. lawmakers in Washington, D.C. and they are disgracing us every day. Oh, Martin Amdekano, walk away, or carry your Biafra and walk away. Then that means you don't know what Biafra or freedom fighting or independence is all about. No, you don't know. I don't know why some of you were having the hopes and aspirations in the Nigerian court. You don't have hope and aspiration in the court of your oppressor.
No, impossible.
What has happened today is for you to know that you have a right for your independence. You are fighting a just cause. What is happening today is for you to know that you are the endangered species to one Nigeria because you are fighting for your independence.
Yes.
And so you should not be released to walk out like that because you have become a resistance. From the entire Nigerian terrorist contraption, which people are the only one that are able to hold the Boko Haram terrorists, the terrorists that are killing people every day in Nigeria? Which people have been able to hold them to ransom? Which people have been able to block them from killing their babies, women, and children? Which people have been able to stop the terrorists from killing their babies, women, and children? Is it not the Biafran people? Is it not the Biafra independence movement? Is it not the Biafra Defense Forces? Which people are able to storm Nigerian terrorist foot soldiers and stop them from killing your babies? The people of Middle Belt are crying. The people of Yoruba land are crying. The people of the North are crying. But it is only in Biafra land, the Biafra territory, that are able to storm and stop the terrorists from eliminating your babies, women, and children.
Ndị be anyị nke ọ na-ekwu kịta ọ bụ eziokwu ka ọ bụ asị? Ndị Benue everyday fa na-ebe akwa na-asa aka na-akpọ gọọmenti na-egbufa gọọmenti to come and save them. Ndị kịta ndị Ilori, Kwara steeti na-ebe akwa fa nwekwala ọmọtekwuo, but Tinubu agwago fa ma Igboho fa niile wụsa, fa jiri nwayọọ ka ya wee chịsịa, ka ya wee zutesi ego niile ọ na-ezu. Unu mana hopeless Uzodimma na Tinubu nwelu misunderstanding. Tinubu ji etinye pipe wee na-amị mmanụ from Owerri. Gas enwe the finest gas na the whole world, ọ dị n'Owerri. Unu ma ya na Tinubu wee see okwu nke anwa, but because of ifefa nwee together, fada ya down just the same way o si die ya down quietly. Na enweta coup plotted by some Yoruba and the Hausa military. Na ofu onye Edo, o nwere onye nụrụ ya, maka gịnị na onye Igbo anụrụ ya. So we know what is going on. Onye ọbụla jilie nwayọọ, be stronger. Onye gwara unu na mụnwa na a ga-atụ onye ndu mkpọrọ wee nwee obi nwee ọnụ na-ekwu okwu, unu ama na every other person should be stronger, because enwero m ụdị obi anwa. But I overcame because anyị afụgo na etu a ka Fulani si eme, and that they will never stop. So all these Benue people, Kwara people, fe nwero BDF. Ịma na ụfọdụ ndị be anyị ka na-ekwu okwu n'ọdụ na their villages because of BDF. Kedu ife ji ndị BDF? Oh, this Breji group, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Fakwusie fasi na ọsọsọ Maazị Oge Nkere bụ onye na-ajụ fasi. So we should remain strong this time. But on the other hand, were aka anyị na-atụnya bụ ego. Ego a anyị ka na-aham ya. Onya bụ our own weapon now. Weapon ndị Yoruba bụ ndị Fulani bụ Yoruba na some Biafran politicians. Onya bụ their weapon. Our own weapon bụ this ejema and eje. Simple. We have to remain strong and do the needful.
In Biafra land, you are not crying to your governors. In Biafra land, you're not crying to the senators or the ministers. You know your problem, you identify them, and you're going after them. So how do you now expect that you will be treated the same way with kid gloves that they are treating other people? Your case needs to be different because you are fighting a just cause. Because where you are is where living as a Christian has become very dangerous, most dangerous in the entire world. So that alone, you being a Christian that is able to resist this kind of barbarism that is happening, this genocide, it is a validation and a legitimacy for you on your independence cause. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be a very proud man today. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be a very proud man today that while he is in prison because of Biafra, that all of you are giving Nigeria woto in the international community. And you're giving your support and your push to the Biafra Republic government in exile to see that Nigeria continue to win. He will be very happy of your good works. So if you're not part and parcel of the good works that is happening, please wake up and know that you are failing and you're missing in action. Come and join and give your support.
Yes, Biafrans, you should come and give your support. And what is that, your support? Ejema and Eje.
The independence of Biafra has come to be. And it is a wake-up call. And what One Nigeria have done is just to help you to amplify your reason and your cause of Biafra independence. It is now being discussed in the U.S. congressional hearing, where they were to discuss about what is happening in Africa. Your own case became a prime factor. Listen to it. Your own case became a prime factor. Yes. For those of you that may not understand the advantages of what you have been doing in Washington, D.C., it is time you get to understand the message now. This is this very conference that I just played now. This is the very conference where APM is. This conference that you see that everybody are sharing. APM was in this conference that was happening today. In this conference, they were talking about Nigeria. BRJ APM was here, and the congressmen were talking about what Nigeria has done to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafra leader. Listen to this very video.
His unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement in political repression, but redesignated again in his second term after president.
Let me play it in a place you will hear it clearer.
Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release.
Yes. So, Biafrans, this very part that our information minister was trying to show you wasn't sounding out very well in his own video. So from the Twitter, I have actually played it. It's loud and clear. So let's just move on.
Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges.
There is nothing you do in this world. Help nap him for the.
It's a fake game for them.
Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries,
Just hours ago this morning, listen, they are going to tell you about what Nigeria have done today by pronouncing the imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu. Just hours today, even as Nigerian have called for his release. Listen now.
Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges.
Did you hear that? The US lawmakers are following up and fully aware of what is happening. So that is just, then listen to the question that is going to ask you people now.
For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask, as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent.
Friends, Honorable APM, you're welcome, sir. And we have missed you so much, and thank you for your great work. Ndewo APM, welcome on stage.
Yeah, thank you, Minister of Information. Thank you very much. And thank you for the great work that you are doing, you and the entire team. We will not retreat, we will not surrender. Biafra is our hope. Biafra is our destiny. I hope I'm coming out correct.
Yes, sir. Your camera is okay.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, fellow Biafrans, greeting from here. Good evening, good morning, good night, depending on where you're joining us from. Today, it's been a stressful day, and at the same time, the Nigerian terrorist state, they always prove that they will not disappoint. We Biafrans for long will be waiting to see what the terrorist state will do. When they kidnap our leader from Kenya, they did not kidnap him to hand him over bread and butter. They kidnap him for the reason of for him to surrender Biafra to them, for him to stop fighting for the freedom of Biafran people. And for we Biafrans, we praying that they should release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And for some of us, we well understand or understood that you cannot get justice from the court of your oppressors.
Yes. Very correct.
If they meant well for Biafran people, they will not kidnap him against all international norm. They kidnapped Biafra because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represent Biafra. They kidnapped Biafra so we won't get our freedom. The question now is that where do we go from here? Months ago, during one of the town hall meetings, I remember, I made it clear that what we are doing from Washington, D.C. is what we release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our activity is what we release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And why you have somebody like Maxwell, our leader lawyer, and other lawyers that don't know their left and right, behaving like him, keep running everywhere. The same playbook, what happened 2 years ago, just repeat himself. 2 years ago, from lower court to higher court, now they are talking about appeal court. From appeal court to where else again? That will take months, if not years. Nigeria will keep playing this game, Maradona, buying time. All this just game. They are buying time. We pray. We wish our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we wish they release him. But the court of your oppressor can never give you a fair hearing. What do you expect? My fellow citizens, what do you expect? A dog cannot give birth to a donkey. A terrorist country, a terrorist state, remain a terrorist state. White is white. Black is black.
Exactly.
Why this light is on? Do you see the darkness? Then when you turn on the light, what happens?
Brightness.
Light and darkness have nothing in common.
Yes, so
Yes.
You can't miss it. My people, wake up. There is nothing you do in this world that you will turn this white, this black to white. If you're a Biafran, how do you feel today? Is it a humiliation? Is it an insult? We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. We don't belong to that country. We're not part of that system. If you're a Biafra, why are you forcing yourself? Why are you putting yourself in danger? Few weeks, few months ago, I tried to take my people back to memory lane for them to remember what happened 1967 to 1970. The major generals then, of which Obasanjo is one of them, that killed Biafrans in thousands and millions. Oduduwa, Yoruba people. We are here talking about Hausa Fulani, Islamic jihadists. Yoruba people are also jihadists in their own way. They might be terrorists by tribe. They are evil. And Biafrans, some are not paying attention. The president of the contraption evil country called Nigeria, drug lord, is a Yoruba. The evil judge today is a Yoruba. The Yorubas have lined up themselves with position in Tinubu shithole government. When Buhari was there, likewise the same thing. A terrorist president called Buhari, a Fulani, line up Fulani in Nigerian terrorist government. And you Biafrans that are still kissing their ass, thinking you belong there. You don't belong there. You're not part of that Nigerian elite class. You are not a Nigerian. They never recognize you as a Nigerian. They only use Biafrans as winning tools to achieve their goal.
Correct.
Just a few days ago, this evil woman called Bianca, we need to take that Ojuku out of there. She's evil. A woman who sold her own. A woman who kills her own. Very evil. Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. She's part and parcel of what happened while Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested in Finland. What is she doing here, United States of America, a few days ago? Why didn't she appear or come to the hearing today? They always come in darkness, come in shame, and live in shame. The Nigerian government push her. Go and tell America you are from the East. There's no problem in the East. We are Nigeria. Who Nigeria? Where are you from? Because your people too are evil. Tell me your friend, I will tell you who you are. All the evil people in Biafra land that are putting us through this pain before it's too late. Make a U-turn, will not forgive. I got you here. I got Zacha family because we don't want no evil family in Biafra. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, look at how they have been treating him, maltreating him for years. While you have Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, with AK-47 and all manner kinds of sophisticated weapon, terrorizing the whole region, terrorizing the whole Biafra land, killing our children, mothers, beheading people, destroying farms, and all this witch and wizard, evil human being. Please, my language tonight might not be good. This is not a normal night that I will just come and be political correctness here. Sorry if what I'm saying offend you one way or the other way. I just have to say it the way it is. It might not be now. It might be tomorrow or next, but very soon, we'll wipe all the evil people from our land. All the evil people are putting us in this pain. Look at Mazin Nambikano at the courts today, yelling, screaming for help, telling the Nigerian court they don't have the right, nowhere in their own law, that they should try him. They kidnapped him from Kenya. And some Biafras are doing buying and selling, importing and exporting. Some are living their normal life thinking it's okay. I attended the hearing today in Washington, D.C. After this great congressman here, James, when he walked to me, he looked at me, he shook his head. He said, finally, see what this evil country, Nigeria, have done. They finally convict him. Nigeria is a useless, disgraced country, just like President Trump said. They always fall into the trap, and they keep disgracing themselves. 2 days ago, the foreign affairs minister on one of the show, Per Morgan, yeah. This foreign affairs minister said for the past 5 years, 177, I believe, have been killed, and either 7105 churches or 7. Can you just imagine?
Yes, Biafrans, let me show you this. The killing goes on and on and on.
November. Nigerians. So yesterday night, yesterday's date is the 20th of November 2025. Yesterday night, today is the 21st. Bandits in their numbers attacked. They stormed St. Mary Primary and St. Mary Private Primary and Secondary School, Papri and Gwara local government area of Niger State. They stormed that school yesterday night. These guys came with over 60 motorcycles. 60. I'm just telling you fact. 60 motorcycles, and they came also with van. They came with van. Now, that school is a boarding school, a mixed boarding school with boys and girls. They kidnapped over, right now, I can't give you the exact number of students or pupils that are missing, but it is over 100. I'm telling you that fact. Over 100 people are said to be missing, including teachers and students. This one happened yesterday night in Niger State here. Papri, the school name is St. Mary Private primary and secondary school, Papri and Gwara local government area of Niger State.
You have seen it, my people. You have all seen it. That's what our APM is saying, the killing of Christians. It continues.
How the Nigerian terrorist state, how they disgrace themselves. And you a Biafra. Is it not time for you to get out of Nigeria before Nigeria will take your life? Is it not time for you to support your freedom? In Capitol Hill today, I saw a friend, one of mine used to be a friend. We all play soccer together. A good friend for that matter, for over 20-something years. Why I'm here for something different, I don't know what his intention is. And I don't even care, I don't mind to ask. But he knew what I'm fighting for. And this is a Biafra. There's just a lot going on today. But inside, the lady called Oge something. Right behind her, the man that is sitting behind her is a Biafran. When this man looked at me, he even greeted me with Biafran language. Why I'm there for something else, to fight for our freedom? Some of these people are there for their own personal gain or interest. Ogie or Ogie, whatever her name is, she's a Biafran. What a shame. If you're a Biafran, you're not supporting your freedom, you're not supporting Biafran freedom. Now that we need you, the land of Biafra will not bless you. The land of Biafra will not bless you and your generation and your offspring. That is the curse we lay on you. This man that greeted me today, Honorable Minister of Information, while Oge was speaking, just put her video there. I think I will pinpoint the man. He knew who I am. And he knew, what I'm fighting for. Many of them like that. This is not time for us to be pointing fingers. We call all Biafrans to fall in line with Brigade. Let us all move with full force, with strength. There is some ongoing meeting that we can make public now. But whether if United States of America is following, whether if they know what is going on, over 100% they do. They follow more than some Biafrans do. Now we need to prove, to let them know we are ready. They can support us, they can help us, but if we don't help ourselves, don't blame them. Don't blame America. We need to step up and be brutal. This disgrace is too much. If it is our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I quote by his word, he said, "Mbaria, they go too much." The Honorable Minister of Information, you have to clear from Play from the live stream, not the one, not from this here. Yeah, this Oge here. All right, that's the man behind her right there. That man there. He's a Biafra.
This one here.
No, yeah. Because
The fact,
I let her sit somewhere next to him. That is when he greeted me.
okay.
He said, Biafra. The lady up front, Oge, is a Biafra as well. My fellow citizen, the man at the back there, I think you remember who he is, right? Sean, behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. Biafrans, wake up. The world is watching, especially United States of America. When this great man walked towards me, he did not find it, what you can tell from the face. He's not happy. He's very angry. Look at me, he shake his head. Said they have finally, before I know how pleasantly we used to greet, but today I can just feel it's just different. Said they are finally convicted him. That's what he said. My people, when will you wake up? And for those of you that are still falling in love, getting married to the Fulani Yoruba people, when we talk about the Fulanis, we need to start cleaning them out. The Yoruba people, that is shown behind me there, he's a really advocate of persecution of Christians as well. Know your enemy. And for Biafrans all over the northern part of Nigeria and southwest, especially, Duduwa, Yoruba Republic. Watch your back. Know what you're doing. These people will stab you from the back. They have colluded with the Hausa Fulani. Nigeria belong to them.
Yes, they have always done that, my people. Don't forget what our Baba Wolowo, a Yoruba, core Yoruba man, did to Biafrans during the war. During the war, Caritas and all these countries that were very humanitarian sent Biafrans things through that airport and seaport. They blocked it. That was why Nigeria took our oil in Bakassi and gave to Cameroonians, because the current Amazonian seaport then were under full control of Cameroonians, and they blocked us there. That was why they gave them our oil in Bakassi, and that was why our men started fighting for it, to maintain our land and our resources back. Remember this. It was during Obasanjo's regime that he actually divided Nigeria by giving the Fulanese Sharia court. What happened yesterday is Sharia in a secular court, carried out by the same Yoruba man. It was Baba Wolowo who gave Biafrans 20 pounds immediately after the war. So the judicial terrorism on Biafrans was completed yesterday by a Yoruba man, James Omotosho. It was a Yoruba prelate, Oyede what, that said that Biafrans are the problem of Nigeria. Yorubas are worse than the Fulanese, if you don't know. They are helping Fulanese to cripple Biafras. But what do we do in response? Ejema and Deje will answer them that question. Every call that the Fulanese and the Yorubas are putting across, Ejema and Deje will answer them. My people, let us rise. Tomorrow is the mega fundraising day. Let Biafrans come angrily and donate like never before. Because this music that says, I did not jump bail. They came to my house to kill me. I did not jump bail. Onyendu said in that music, I am already dead. The only thing that will revive me is when you give me Biafra. My people, how are we going to give him Biafra? Ejema and Deje. Biafrans, wake up. Be strong. Our brother here at Insi McTony, he said we should be stronger. Great Biafrans, remain strong and show your strength in your donation. That is what we are crying out for. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ kunienu. Anyị agafego the time of ibe akwa na ịkwụ ọlụma. Bịanụ donate. Maka na ama m na ndị nọ n'ụlọ ji ezigbo ego. All those people na-eme container import. Eje and Ejema kafa na-use. Bịanụ invest ya na Biafra. Tomorrow bụ our mega fundraising day. So start from today. Onye ọbụla odogolu unu anya na onwerọkwa ebe anyị bi unless ma Biafra bịa. Anyị ebiro na Yoruba land, anyị ebiro na Hausa land, Fulani ekwero. Anyị ebirokwanụ na our own land until Biafra dey recognized. They are everywhere. 2 days ago, 100 Fulani bikes drove into Owerri. Ndị Owerri, onye alarụkwa n'ụla. Onye lalụ ụra eburu egbuye. Rise up, donate so that we will get our recognition once and for all. Our territorial boundaries will be protected as Biafra nation. Our APM was in this meeting yesterday. So you cannot say, what are you doing? We are doing something and it is showing. They have been buying people in that country since 1966. Nobody has gone to, America has never come to rise up for you people the way they are rising up now. It is because of your Ejema and Deje. So Biafrans, let us get it on.
They have shared Nigeria like you share cake.
Yes.
The Yoruba people are beneficiary of that contraption. The northern part of Nigeria, they are also beneficiary. What about you, Biafra? Here in the moon. What have Biafrans benefit since 1914 until the expiration of Nigeria? Because Nigeria is expired drug, about to explode. Every day they keep falling in the trap of the international community. Nigeria is a disgrace. Before President Trump uttered that word and called Nigeria a disgraced country, do you know what it is? Shithole country. Look at the lady here, okay? This year around March, I actually attended the hearing too. Today she starts moving the goalpost because she knew everything now is in social media. The whole world is against Nigeria. She trying to negotiate like a broker. If United States of America can help the Nigerian government for help them in maybe in some logistics to counter terrorism. She tried to advocate for Nigeria that they don't have what it takes to fight Boko Haram. But the same Nigeria sponsor the terrorists. That is the man right there. The same Nigeria sponsor these terrorists. The same Nigeria.
America should not listen to Nigeria. They have everything that it takes to sponsor terrorism. They have it. Do not give them even a spoon. Do not listen to Nigeria. That lady, Chukwu ga-akpụ ya ọkụ. Ọ bụ oge ka ọ bụ oge ka ọ bụ ogene. Nke ọbụla, she will not succeed. America have known them. America knows that they lie. They lie like fish. They have everything it takes. Why is it that they will go to the military barracks just like Afghanistan style and release all the ammunitions to the terrorist group? They have everything it takes to terrorize the whole nation. The whole region are being terrorized by Nigeria government using all those evil terrorists from Sahel. They know what they are doing. That woman, Chukwu ga-akpọ gị ọkụ. Ezie gị gbalụ na-abịa. Why na fada ezi ndị Hausa? Ọ dị nke a ka fa ga-akpọta onye na-asụ Igbo, onye afọ ya bụ afọ onye Igbo, ka ọ bịa na-disgrace ndị Igbo. Chukwu ga-akpọ gị ọkụ. Ụmụ ndị mmadụ a na-egbu, etu a Nigeria will also happen to you. Ezira anafafa na-eje. Fulani is using you people in a very bad light. I don't know what is wrong with the Igbo. Oh, kunu we nọdụ na position. Kasikwa ejelem America. I went there and I spoke. Chukwu ga-akpọ gị ọkụ. Gị bụ oge. Whatever your name is. That lady, Chukwu ga-akpọ ya ọkụ. Olurana na nke a fezie ndị Igbo. Ije ebe ha na-egbu ndị mmadụ, ọ ndị Igbo kafa ga-ezi. Ndị Igbo politicians na-esogharị fa n'ike n'ike. Na-ene onye nke a. Ndị Fulani na ndị Yoruba fa nọrọ. Onye Igbo kafa ga-ezi. Ya jee, go and speak. Go and speak. Okunikwanụ. Nwa mkpi mara ụzọ ọba. Okunie. Chukwu ga-akpụ ya ọkụ. Omelu na her destination. Ezira na ndị Igbo fa na-eje. Ndị Igbo na-eso Fulani. Ọnwụ gburu Fulani ga-egbu unu.
My fellow Biafrans, if you don't rise up and do what you're supposed to do.
Look at the lady. Look at her. Ọnwụ ga-egbu ọkwa ifo nwaanyị ọ ga-anwụ ọnwụ ike. Ịpụta na advocate for Nigeria fazie gị gbalụbịa ka e wee sịkwa negodu ka ọ dị very ugly. Jọsịa njọ. Ndị be anyị ọ na-asịkwa Nigeria mba. N'enyi ya oge nwụrụ anwụ. Look at her.
You are a problem of your own. If we don't rise up, we have to blame ourselves. How do we fight this terrorism? How do we chase this?
Sorry, I think we lost a PM network. It should be back.
Yes, 8 p.m. will come back. Biafrans, but before he comes back, I have to let us know that when you have two enemies.
Okay, I'm back up now.
Yeah.
Yes, you're back now.
Yeah, thank you. Biafrans, our website is open 24/7. Of one of our leaders' sibling, one that called Meme, Prince, whatever. This stupid idiot. 2021, he was parading himself, dressing like Onyendo. This is not a family business. And they always interfere. Whenever someone have to visit our leader. Instead of these useless siblings to come together and align with Briggy, all they do is to disrupt what we are doing. All they do is to conspire to write to EU to imprison Mazi Simon Ebo. And they still have the same plan to come after us here in United States of America. Here is the battleground. I'm waiting for all of you. I'm not in Finland. I'm not in that EU that have colluded with terrorist states like Cameroon and Nigeria. I'm here in America. When he gave me, can't do me nothing.
Yes.
You can't do breaking nothing.
Nothing.
But we destroy Nigeria from Washington. Mark my word. And
yes, our APM is covered by the precious blood of Jesus. Onwere ifefa ga-emie. Thank God no be na US. And I just wished no in America came those our redeclaration that took place in Latin Finland, because we are enriching those fools.
Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. And all these sprinter group everywhere, Pakiano. I'm coming. Breaking is coming. Breaking, I'll pack all of you like this. Biafra Republic government in Israel is only the legitimate government. Any other counterfeit part. We are not joking. The first time I met with this, with James, a year ago, the first meeting was over a year ago. We did not start the journey of Washington today. The journey of Washington started over a year ago. Our message have penetrated. They get the message. And every day by day, Nigeria terrorist state is always proving to be a shithole failed state. What they just displayed today just show that Nigeria is gone. Nothing but a garbage, very useless country. And all the saboteurs, all the evil people that have colluded with these terrorists that are coming to kill us is not a threat. Biafra will come after you. Remember when I say Biafra, Biafra is over 70 million. Not just one person. Before you come and say it's Mazi again. Biafra will come after all of you. The same way the leader of the free world, United States of America, is paying key interest, watching what is going on that made this great man to, spark today with anger, all the way from over 5,000 miles to Biafra land. Do you know how many people that are very angry? Not just him today, but he's one of those today that show it by his word, and you can tell when he speak about what happened today in else shithole disgraced country called Nigeria. And what about you as a Biafra? What about you as a Biafra? What are you doing about your freedom? Some of you think it's a joke. Those of you that are coming after me, I'm waiting. I'm going nowhere. Those of you that think you can bring Briggy Biafra Republic government in exile or Biafran people down, we are waiting. We are watching. And you can't do it. Rather, we'll come after you. Some of us have dedicated our life, everything we do, to fight to restore this freedom. I spent the whole day in Washington today. Why some are out there to talk about me, to talk about how criminal or evil I am? I'm there campaigning, talking about the freedom of Biafra. Then you tell me, between me and you, who Biafra land will bless? Fellow Biafrans, the journey, the more it gets tougher, the more we're going to mash it up. Nigerian terrorist state, the more they are playing their card, the more we will mash the card. Let's see where they go from here.
Yes.
I don't want to blame my fellow citizens for not doing what is right. But I believe, you believe, I believe you know what is right to do. Fund your freedom. We need to go harder on Nigeria. We need to invade Nigeria from our territory. Anything Nigeria, from their useless green and evil white flag, any Nigerian company, anything Nigeria should be evicted from our land. If you come across anything that represents Nigeria, take it down. If you can't do it, fund your freedom. No country can survive without fund. No country can fight a war without fund. Even Israel, who is soliciting for money, Hamas, likewise, even the terrorist Hamas, even the Houthis, Hamas, even the Hezbollah, Hamas. Russia is actually looking for money too. Ukraine is looking for money. Why today Ogi is campaigning for United States of America to equip Nigeria, which will also cost money. And why a great Congressman James here condemn the aiding or the funding into Nigeria, that they should stop it. If that stop, Nigeria will go down more that they can't fight. And if we Biafrans can fund what we are doing, that will be a plus to invade Nigeria out of our territory. If you're one of those that just want to listen and watch what we are doing, keep watching, keep listening, keep following and following. You must be a fool to just keep following. If you are not supporting, what's wrong if you support your freedom? At today's court, just only Onyendu in the court. He was just there helpless. While you have the Nigerian terrorist DSS surrounding, the lawyers can't do nothing. You can't fight them in their own court. It's even telling one of the DSS personnel or whatever not to touch him. And they're trying to manhandle him. And some of you Biafrans, all you care about is your in the high sea. When is the ship going to arrive? That your ship, that your container. If you don't support and free yourself, this Fulani,
some catfish, macrofish,
terrorists, jihadists, they will take it over from you. That your beautiful mansion in Biafra land that cost millions of dollars or billions, it will be their inheritance. They will chase you out of that your village. They will chase you out of that your community. And they will occupy it. And you can do nothing. The best you can do now is to stop them, push back, fight them, chase them out of your land. And for the Middle Belt, before 1914, over 99% are Christians. We understand what happened, they betray us. We understand what happened that Gowon is from the Middle Belt. We understand that the genocidal war that was waged against Biafran people, the Middle Belt partake or partook of it. They're part of what happened to us. But as Christians, we need to fight together as Christians. Because we Christians, we are a religion of peace. We are not the extremists that quote unquote that they are a religion of peace, while they are full of violence. Middle Belters, It's time that all of you come and support the Biafran people, since you are not ready to redeclare your territory, since you are not ready for your freedom. Come support the Biafran people so that we all can fight these terrorists. And if you allow them chase you out of your land, you can run to Biafra land, we'll welcome you. Then maybe when you all come to Biafra land, you will support and fight from Biafra land. As for the Oduduwa, Yoruba people, the Ruabuo, two-face, they can never be trusted. If you're a Biafra dealing with a Yoruba person, be careful. They will stab you. They can never be trusted. Before 1967, we understand what happened. Why Biafra was declared, Yoruba Oduduwa was supposed to declare their own country. But rather, they collude with the North and kill millions of Biafra. We will not forgive. If you don't repent, instead of the Yoruba Oduduwa Republic of evil people, instead of them to work with the Biafran people so we can be the best ally, they want to cause enmity that will last forever. They want to cause enmity between our children and their children and their children, both born and unborn. They forget about the consequences. It's not easy for wound to heal. We'll always remember the pain they have put us through. Those of you that have been waiting to see what the Nigerian terrorist state is going to do to our leader Onyendu, are you still waiting? Are you still doubting that you can't get justice from the court of your oppressor? Rather, you can get your freedom with strength. You fight for your freedom. United States of America here fought for their freedom. They fought the Great Britain. Freedom is not easy, it's not cheap. You fight for it. It's not given, it's taken. You take your freedom with iron hand. No one will hand your freedom to you in a platter of gold. I understand that Biafrans are not violence. We are God-fearing people. We are lovable people. But at the same time, when someone pushes you to the wall, when you turn around, nowhere else to go, what do? You push back. You fight. All the Igwes in Biafra land, all the Ohaneses, all the illegitimate governors, as far as we Biafrans are concerned, any of these that have colluded with the enemy, they are enemy of Biafra. And we will treat them as enemy. If you know any of them, you know how to deal with them in your own way. Hold them accountable. If you can't, if you can support your freedom financially with with money, fund your freedom. Freedom is so sweet. Fund your freedom where you will get good justice, not like the justice of this kangaroo country called Nigeria. Fund your freedom where you will have a country, a law-abiding country, a country that have it all, a country that have good security, good infrastructure, good education, good lovable system, a workable system for that matter.
At least you have
Good hospitals,
now.
good schools.
Later you say, "Oh, I didn't know."
When I say good hospital, in Nigeria today,
Come and take this.
the corrupt politicians of Nigeria, do you know they don't take treatment in Nigeria? They flew abroad because they don't have good workable or good hospital in Nigeria.
Yes, they fly abroad, but when Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sick, they started forging medical documents saying that nothing is wrong with him, that Onyendu can withstand trial. And it is because of us that Onyendu was there with all that ill health, without his glasses. That's another terrorism, another torture. That's why I titled this program Judicial Terrorism. That's what it is. When they are sick, they will fly abroad to go and get very good treatment. But when, someone is sick, they will tell you that, oh no, Onyendu is not sick. This idiot here, I have blocked you. Yes, I have just blocked you. You can never write anything on this platform. Ogenkere is fighting for Biafra. And this platform belongs to Biafrans. You don't come here to talk rubbish. Go and create your own platform. Yes, we are Ndiuchu. Go and get your own platform. I am Onyuchu. Go and get your own platform. Ewu, Atoro, Fulani slave. Go and get your own platform and call foolish people like you there. Idiot. Go and get your own platform. Aim special, faceless human being. Look at what he used. Go and get your own platform. Fools. Diala. Fulani is coming to your people. Don't go there and fight and protect them. Ewu. Hello at Monday. Ndewo. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Yes, God will bless our APM, powerful man. Mr. Gunter described him as the most intelligent personality. Yes, he was there yesterday at the American congressional hearing. He was there. Nigeria wezie one useless woman a na-akpọ Oge, onye bụ itiboribo like this one here, ka ọ bịa na-agwa ndị America na Nigeria enwero what it takes to fight Boko Haram, whereas now Shetima na sponsor Boko Haram. O jeburu tesi ego were eje go ngwa agha welu bunye ndị Boko Haram. O sendikwa an idiot like this one a na-akpọ Oge. The lady came to beg Nigeria, beg America, na Nigeria enwero what it takes to fight Boko Haram. Shameless Nigeria. So, okwa Nigeria na-akọ ndị America. Why did they send Oge? Onye Igbo. Ndị nzuzu, some of you, not all of us. Igbo ndị nzuzu anyị esoro unu. Ndị Fulani riri eri. Ewu, look at him. Abụ m onye ụchụ, so what? Why are you on my platform? Gị nwa nọ na my platform na mụ nwa, anyị niile bụ ndị ụchụ. Ụchụ anwa ga-agbagbu gị na your family. That ụchụ ga-agba gị na your family. Ụmụ Biafra niile a na-egbu egbu, ma ndị egburu during the war, ma ndị a na-egbu kịta, they will come and fight you. Faceless human being, idiot. Anụ ọfịa. Go and get your own platform and gather Fulani slaves like you, and all of you will be there messing up.
What a shame.
Shame on them.
Where is former governor of Anambra State?
Willie Obiano. Ewu nkanwa. Idiot.
The drunkard, they call Willie Obiano.
There's another Willie.
After his tenure ended,
useless.
He flew abroad. He's somewhere United States of America.
That is correct.
To relax and enjoy good life, good weather, where you have electricity 24 hours, where you have good infrastructure, where you have good security. But when this idiot was there as a governor of Anambra, he's not even to provide a good hospital for Anambra. He's not even able to provide a good workable society to Anambra people. Not just him. There is tens of them like that. Where is Gowon? Gowon have flew somewhere abroad too. Because Nigeria is not workable. Shithole, disgraced country. My fellow citizens, I don't want to blame Biafra for what is happening now. But if you're a Biafra, you're not funding your freedom, you are to be blamed.
Yes.
Do you expect Congressman James to come and fund your freedom for you? That means you must be Ewu.
Ewu no be small.
He can advocate for you. He can support. He can be voice for Biafran people. They can support us when they see how serious we are. Today at Capitol Hill, some of the congressmen and women that I have had meeting with, I have the opportunity to still see some today. I can tell they are not in good mood. A lot is going on. Yes. With what Nigeria did today, most of the congressmen and women, US lawmakers that know about it and that are following, they are not in good mood. Nigeria, terrorist shithole country. Are you able to eat what we are cooking for you?
Oh.
It will not end well for Nigeria. If you're a Biafra, don't be cursed. If you're a Biafra, you can support your freedom, and you're not supporting your freedom, you will be cursed. And that curse will follow you and your generation. Because our heart is broken. Look at your leader, Onyindu, helplessly in court today. No one can defend him. Look at the way they maltreat him. Only what we can do for his release. We come every day, every Saturday, campaigning, pleading, fund your freedom. so we can invade Nigeria from our territory, so we can deal with them. They will be forced to come to negotiate, so we all can go our separate way peacefully. Some of you refuse, and some of the useless lawyers still believe in the same Nigerian court. What can a terrorist court offer you?
Nothing.
What can a shithole state offer you? Nothing. A country that cannot even offer you basic security. A country that cannot offer you electricity. A country that cannot give you good running water. A country that after graduating you can't get a job. A country that is built of fraudulent foundation.
Just like you said, Nigerian terrorist government have invariably given the American government the red light about themselves and given a green light for Biafra to be looked into and for more discussions to spark for Biafra, because anyone that did not know about Biafra before now, after looking into the media and then seeing the US congressmen, the lawmakers of America convening on this very day to discuss about the evil that is happening in Africa and precisely in Nigeria, and then they get to hear that the US lawmakers are fuming about the persecution of Christians and a Christian leader, a Biafran leader, the eye of the independence of the Biafran people. So it's a very big message, and Nigerian government have actually shot themselves on the leg. The trap that American government set for them, they have fallen into it. And I don't know how they are going to get out of this one, because it's going to be a very dying one. Because where America leads and when they point the spotlight, that is where everybody look into. American government have been the one that brought Nigeria persecution of Christians to limelight.
Yes, Biafrans, we have all heard everything from beginning to the end. As you can see now, APM has spoken. He has said everything that we need to know. Be strong. This is not the time for us to start shouting. No, my people. Mental toughness, as our brother reminded us, Charles Ndewo, that is what we have to adopt now, because Onyendu knew it. We all should expect it, that your enemy, you can never get justice in their court. And this is exactly what is happening right now. You can never get justice. Unfortunately, when they were in this congressional hearing yesterday, it was still a Biafran lady, Oge, that they sent. Nigeria government will send her to go there after insulting America, after daring Donald Trump, after burning his flag and his picture. They still went there unashamedly with cap in hand, begging for support. Shameless Nigeria. That place, that's where you will all know that Nigeria is not giving up. That they have no money to buy equipment to fight terrorists. Who is the terrorist? The Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima. He is the terrorist. He is the one who said, oh, I will be in charge of security. He is the one who incited the Yorubas to start burning our businesses and give us more tenement rate than every other tribe. He is the one who said that anything that Igbo people do, that we can do it. When he was governor in Borno, now he is the president of Nigeria. Tinubu is just there to gather his money. The money he spent to bring Buhari in. So, Biafrans, this time around is that time that Onyendu said, hello, Stella Ndewo. Thank you. That's the time Onyendu said, apply your mental toughness. This is the time. Onyendu expected this. He knew it. And we all should be working with Onyendu right now. When we would have made noise, that time has gone. 2021. Because Onyendu said, if Nigeria captures me or detains me, burn Nigeria down. Ejiofor, that was the middleman, the go-between DOS, the governors, and the Fulanis. He calmed Biafrans down. That was why that they did not do anything. Yes, my brother, Tifnubu is also a terrorist. They all lied. There was a place where a Fox News lady was interviewing a representative, Riley Moore. Riley Moore, the lady said that Tinubu said that there is no no religious bias in Nigeria, that they maintain, and that is, Riley Moore said that to the lady. He is lying, he's false. So that yesterday, that lady, a Biafra lady called Oge, came to the congressional hearing and was telling them that Nigeria has no equipment to fight Boko Haram. It's all lies. It's all lies. An Igbo lady will go and advocate for another equipment to be given to your enemy to come and be killing your people in the southeast. Shame on him, on her. Shame on her. So, Biafrans, this mental toughness, while you are adopting it, what do you have to do? You have to apply your Ejema and Eje skill to fight this battle. Because in that music, where Onyendu said, I did not jump bail, he said, I am already dead. I am dead already. But what will revive me is to give me Biafra. So how do you people give Onyendu Biafra? By donating Ejema and Eje. That's what we need. And tomorrow is the day. I will leave you people here now while we should all go to your website on your Google. Go to your Google and you will type there. Type our www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org and you will see donate on the top left hand corner. My people, this is our website. Yes, this is our website. Once you come there, on the top left hand corner, you will see donate. Look at it. This is our website. Look at APM and all these men that he met yesterday. That Oge that came to read, she came there to read all the things that Nigeria government, that's the guy, this particular one was the guy, look at him there. He was the one that read out everything about Onyendu yesterday. They are watching. America is watching. So, my people, do not go back. Let us fund our liberation. Please, Biafrans, come out tomorrow angrily and donate. Donate, donate, donate. Yes, look at him. He was the one that was with our APM. That's him, the one that was reading out the judgment against Onyendu. So, Biafrans, try and come out tomorrow en masse to donate. Please, my people, I will leave you here because I have been here for a very long time now. Let us try and donate for our freedom. Let's donate. Let's donate. Biafrans, let us donate. So I will leave you people here, and I say, may God Almighty bless each and every one of you. I thank you that have come here. Leko, you are a powerful brother. God will bless you. It's not every Yoruba man that is bad. Likewise, Biafrans, there are bad ones. We all have bad people everywhere because it was Judas that was one of Christ's followers that sold him. So we can always expect that. Bye for now, and I say all hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity, and equity. I love you all.
The spirit of Biafra, free Nnamdi Kanu, get it for me. Ajibo Wandayasi, get it for me. Wanejire Wandaya, get it for me. Onyendu Nebe Anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi Cheta Nakaya Diocha, get it for me. Ajibo Wandayasi, get it for me. Wanejire Wandaya, get it for me. Onyendu Nebe Anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi Cheta Nakaya Diocha. All the things they do, we could think of what they told us. Now we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more your friend than you are. I'm both member than you are. Your friends be coach Chitapa. I'm a powerful Devika. I'm more your friends than you are. I'm both member than you are. Your friends be coach Chitapa. I'm a powerful Devika. Ready for me. And you know one night I see. Ready for me. One day you one day ready for me. Only do the pay Anyanachi, ready for me. Can you check on a kaya diocha, ready for me. Ajibo Wanayasi, ready for me. One day one day ready for me. Only do the pay Anyanachi, ready for me. Can you check on a kaya diocha? I'm for no good. Oh, I don't never know but the country to Nanyasi. I'm for Punata, I'm a copy one day. You won't be gay. I didn't want to more Biafra. Oh, that chichi. I put up on the kaji. I did not see chichi. my people, get it for me. I keep on one night, get it for me. One day, get it for me. When you do the bed, I got get it for me. Can you check out like I am your child, get it for me. I keep on one night, get it for me. One day, get it for me. When you do the bed, I got get it for me. Can you check out like I am your child? Only ask for freedom of indigenous people. They want to kill you. Chukwu kike biko do do do. They want to kill you. Osemele nuwo ai kedi for me. Anji on one dynasty kedi for me. One jive one kedi for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi kedi for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha kedi for me. Anji on one dynasty kedi for me.